Are we muted? All right, we're good now. We're good. Excuse me.
They missed our opening banter?
They missed our opening banter. All right, we're about to get started. Jeremy Sohan, Malachi Branham, the rookie, Keldon Johnson, Wembanyama, and Zach Collins is your starting lineup for the Spurs. Jalen Brunson, Quentin Grimes, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson is the lineup for the Knicks.
Usual suspect.
Adel is here. Okay, as we were saying,
the first time.
Yeah, as we were saying before, the mic was cut off. Of course. Adel's second stream. He did the only Tottenham stream on the channel. Go back and look at that. It was an old North London derby. Didn't go our way, so hopefully this is different.
Well, hopefully the Spurs will go 0-2 here, but this time we'll be happy about it.
Hell yeah, love the sound of that. Obviously, we're trying to do one Knicks game a week on the channel, and I think a Wembanyama debut is a good opportunity to do a game. Let's see what the kid has. Let's see what he's got. What's up, James? What's up, Schultz? Schultz says 18, 12, and 2 blocks for Victor. I think that's fair.
Sounds about right. I'm not expecting anything.
He might have. I would say something similar, maybe even 4 blocks, because I think RJ Barrett and Julius Randle are going to try to just put him under the basket, and we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I was saying to you before we started that he'll have some highlights where he swats Randle's shots at the 10th row, but I don't think he'll have an insanely good game.
Well, right off the bat, he loses the tip to Mitchell Robinson. So 4 inches of height, doesn't matter. Mitchell Robinson steals the tip. Jalen Brunson now working. Dishes it to the corner. Randle, corner 3, no good. A theme we're all too familiar with as Knicks fans.
Leaning over. Oh, Wemby right away.
Wemby right away. 3-ball brick. Randle gets the board.
Beating Wemby early, though. Trying to get him going.
Randle drives. Blocked by 4 Spurs, and none of them were Victor Wembanyama. Sohan and Zach Collins were around on the block. Just getting started here. 11:25 remaining first quarter. They get it to Grimes in the corner, kicks it out to Robinson.
They don't even have Wemby guarding Mitch Rob.
They got Sohan on Jalen Brunson. We'll see how that works. Brunson kicks it out wide open. RJ Barrett 3-ball bang.
They sucked Wemby off of him there.
I'm seeing an improvement. Obviously, we're seeing makes from RJ Barrett. Of course, I gave it to the wrong team. We're seeing makes from RJ Barrett, but the way his shot is getting into place, it looks like he clearly made some type of adjustment. Wembanyama posting up Mitchell Robinson, fade away, air ball.
Little MSG jitters for him.
RJ Barrett hands it off to Grimes. Grimes drives down the middle. Nobody helping. Where's Wembanyama?
They staying on the 3-point line trying to guard Randle.
True. Jeremy Sohan is running the starting point for them, which is just one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. I'm not even joking. Popovich is going senile if he thinks it's a good idea. Wembanyama gets another 3-ball up. Brick. Over 3 to start. And I told you he would come out pressing.
He does not have it.
RJ Barrett drives left, kicks it back out. Grimes pulls the trigger on a 3. Cash! 3. Quentin Grimes and San Antonio needs a timeout. And right away the Bockers are bocking. We're bocked.
They fed Wembanyama all 3 possessions they had to try to get him going, but he's not ready for this.
I mean, he's not going to. Pop is about to tell him to not shoot the ball for the next, 7 possessions. Devin Vassell is out there, right? No, he's not playing.
No,
he's playing.
Yeah, he's coming off the bench, I think.
Oh, really?
That Devin Vassell is, yeah.
Yeah, oh, wow.
That's why they let your boy Sohan run the point.
Yeah, but Vassell's not a point either.
Yeah, but...
They have Trey Jones on the bench. Sure. Just play him. He's a point guard.
Yeah. Natural point guard.
Yeah,
I don't think... Did Sohan,
no.
play point guard?
No. Does he look like he can dribble, really?
Or create?
No, I mean, I think he can make... I think he's a good passer, but not, after he has to go up and down, 10 feet, back and forth dribbling the ball. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. We got Adel here. Second stream on the channel for Adel. We're trying to have more guests on the channel. I know you guys love me, but, some discourse. I like to create some discussion here.
I think we're all worried about you going a little crazy, talking to yourself here all the time. I watch the Giants a lot. Yeah,
I mean, me sitting in a room watching the Giants, I might as well have myself committed, right? At that point, I signed up to sit and watch the Giants basically by myself every Sunday.
And they're playing Tommy DeVito, and you're still watching them and streaming it.
I think I might actually dress up like the dude from Clockwork Orange and just tape my eyes open this weekend for the entirety of the stream.
Well, thankfully the Knicks aren't playing tonight, and they're at least the New York fans can at least be somewhat pleased with how they're going.
Yeah, we're trying to get the Knicks going on the channel more. So much changes day to day. Obviously, I'm not going to do every single game, and I'm not going to overreact to every game. Right. Bad game here, good game there. I'm not going to be one of these content guys that's Knicks are the best team in the world, or they're the worst team in the world every day. I'm not going to do that.
Well, that's how they're playing. It's very up and down every day. So
yeah.
There's no point in even
But what I will say is,
out there.
Without RJ Barrett, we completely look bad.
That's true.
With him, I think this team is a completely different thing altogether, because you really do have a third aggressive. The thing about RJ Barrett and Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson that you have to love at all times is that they're going to be aggressive. Good, bad, ugly, they're going to be aggressive offensively.
Well, they have to.
They don't have to necessarily. There's people that want Julius Randle to settle down at times. That's when he's going, that's why he's good. It's because he's being aggressive, putting his head down, doing what he wants, getting to his spot. Same thing with Brunson. And Barrett has always been aggressive since we've seen him come into the NBA. He's not afraid to miss. He's not afraid to put up 20 shots and make 2. He's not afraid to do that. None of these guys are afraid to have those nights, which is good in a way. You could spin that. It's good in a way. Randall, it's the only guy that's alarming right now because it's
his percentages the way that they are. Then
and I've said this. I've said this a few times about him. The Knicks go as his jump shot goes, which is just a scary. If you're trying to bet on stability.
Right.
You cannot bet on Julius Randle's 3-ball.
Well, I will say if RJ Barrett's 3-ball becomes more consistent and is shooting at a higher percentage, then we'll be in a much better spot, because then if we start banking on that more than Julius Randle's 3-ball, I think we'll all feel a lot better.
Absolutely. That is big. We need 2 of your 3 best players to be good shooting the 3. Let's be honest. Ideally all 3, but at least 2. Another miss. Looks like Keldon Johnson missed that one. Knicks clear. Get it to Brunson. Working on the right side. He'll get it back out. Reset.
Give it to him with one.
By the way, Knicks wearing these crispy Kith uniforms, these retro Kith uniforms. Brunson kicks it back out. Wide open Randle. 3-ball. Good. Julius Randle for 3.
Pitching a shutout through 2.5.
I mean, it couldn't be much better for the Knickerbockers right now. They're already covering within 2 minutes of the game.
Shout out to all the bettors out there.
Yeah. Shout out to the NBA bettors, because you guys are really grinding if you're betting on early NBA games. They're tough.
Another wide open.
Another miss for the Spurs.
I don't know what that even was on the Spurs, to be honest. But
I think that was Malachi Branham. Jalen Brunson pulls for 3. He misses. Knicks get the offensive board. Spurs should have got that. Should have got that defensive rebound too. The Spurs are
pretty horrid looking They're 3-4.
They beat the Suns twice, but the Suns had KD on the court. Randall puts his head down at Zach Collins and gets a layup. Let's go.
You've seen that a lot more from him.
Go to the basket. That's what everybody says. It's easier said than done when you know you have he's getting help. Like there's teams are loading up help with big men just so he can't finish over the top of them. That's a foul. Good aggressive attempt from Randall trying to steal it from Sohan.
Sohan looked out of control, but it's okay. Spurs need anything they can get right now based on the way this game has started.
Yeah, seriously, we're on Deuce McBride and Evan Fournier watch early on.
Evan Fournier, that would be something.
I think he can get in this game.
I don't know. The Tibbs even.
All right, and the Spurs are on the board. Malachi Branham, backdoor cut. I really liked him at Ohio State. I did like him. It was a good draft pick. I didn't expect him to be starting this early. A backcourt violation on the Knicks. What did I say?
There was no pressure on them.
Grimes is dying to get rid of the ball.
Yeah.
It's not on Randall. It's on Quentin Grimes. Yeah. It's not on Randall.
He just handed it off to him. Look, there's nobody even around them.
It's on Quentin Grimes. Why are you doing that? Why is Quentin Grimes doing that? Because he's not comfortable holding the basketball. He's not.
Unless he's throwing it
Wembanyama spins on Robinson.
That looked like a foul, to be fair.
Mitchell Robinson said, I got beat. I'm not going to get put on a highlight reel. Yeah. And he just hammered him.
He's trying to shut out Wemby for the game.
I mean, he's going to get to the line here.
At least field goal wise.
Yeah.
Gets his free throws fine. But averaging 19.4. Pretty good. I mean, he's 19 years old, so.
Yeah, I mean.
When I was 19 years old, I was passed out in the dorm room. So, I mean.
He's doing all right.
Yeah.
He's doing all right for himself, no doubt about it. But he's being he's being created into some type of legendary creature a little bit early to my liking.
I think that's just the social media age. Everything is like so hyped up and so like so, you know, every little thing is magnified to infinity.
Wembanyama hits a pair. He's on the board.
Can you imagine if Twitter was what it was when LeBron was coming out of high school?
No, yeah, it would have been crazy.
Yeah.
Barrett underneath. They kick it out. Grimes for three.
What they call it here.
Looks like they call it a defensive 3 seconds on Victor.
Looks perplexed a little bit.
How do you say what in French?
Actually, great.
Wasn't a defense.
I should probably know.
Yeah, same. I've been to France. I have no idea. Barrett kicks it back out. Brunson. Now Randall. Randall drives to the right. Step back. Mid-range. Brick.
Like those.
Rebounded by Zach Collins. Gets it over to Wembanyama. Wembanyama trying to get it into Jeremy Sohan. He does.
Push off anyone? No.
And Sohan dunks it home.
No, Sohan had the freedom of the paint there after he looked like he pushed off on Brunson. But
I mean, Brunson never getting that call this year with the head being thrown back.
The James Harden call.
They have Wembanyama guarding R.J. Barrett, which is...
Yeah, I don't know what the Spurs defensive alignment.
They throw it up to Mitchell Robinson.
Beautiful alley.
Great look from Brunson to Robinson. That's what needs to happen. If they're going to put Wembanyama on R.J. Barrett and they're going to put Zach Collins on Julius Randle, then you have to get Mitchell Robinson involved. Yeah. Who's guarding him? Malachi Branham or somebody? Right. Collins, wide open three. RJ Barrett, quick trigger, and he gets the shooter's roll.
Yeah.
Is that a 3 ball? Yes, it was. Some delivery guy just buzzing every single apartment in my building.
I think the viewers call me jumping on the stream.
It does sound like if you're not used to it. Sounds like something crazy about that. Brunson floater, no good. He draws the foul. 6:31 remaining. Knicks up 18-8.
Good shot, Pop there.
Yeah, good to know that he's actually breathing and doing okay because some of his not playing Jeremy Sohan at point guard. The fact that I didn't know this was the case, and I like Sohan a lot. I liked him a lot coming out of Baylor. Putting him at point guard is just like, why? In what world, Pop, do you understand? Like, there's no world where he's a point guard. He's talking to him right now. There's no world where he's a point guard.
Also, just like the defensive alignment coming out into this game with Wemby rotating between Randall and RJ Barrett, very interesting.
Yeah, I think now I'm more scared now with Chetty Osman in the game and Trey Jones.
I feel like he's had some big games against the Knicks when he's on the Cavs.
Absolutely. I think he's like an actual good shooter, and good shooters tend to light up MSG.
And an actual point guard on the floor.
Yeah.
Trey Jones.
Trey Jones in the game for the Spurs. Brunson hits a pair from the line. I mean, they look really bad, though. They're running like
Zach Collins post up.
Zach Collins post up.
Hook over Mitch, though.
He gets it over Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah.
I think Mitch Robinson has one foul already, so he's not really.
That's true.
He'll give up a jump hook to Zach Collins. If he's going to make those all night, I'll allow it.
Randall with a nice drive by
Brunson just puts his head down. The Knicks are just going to keep driving left. I would just put 3 guys standing on the left block against the Knicks and see if the Knicks can score.
Charge, maybe?
Charge. Brunson draws a charge.
A charge on Keldon Johnson.
So easy. Saw that a mile away.
Knicks are just look a step ahead of the Spurs. Spurs just look like what they are, which is a super young team.
They look poorly coached as well.
Yeah, I mean,
I
don't want to second guess one of the best coaches of all time, so I don't know.
I will. Phil, you wouldn't let Phil Jackson coach your team right now, would you? He's probably the same age as Pop.
Yeah.
No, that's disrespectful. I actually don't know their ages. They're probably not too far off. Pop looks like hell, though.
Just left Mitch a little short.
Yeah, they try to lob to Mitchell Robinson, and the Spurs give it right back.
Yep. Just fumble out of bounds.
The Spurs are tough to watch. Maybe I just needed a win this week, guys, okay? Maybe I needed to stream a win.
Yeah. This is
it's early, though.
Strategically placed stream. Could have easily streamed against the Clippers. We did win the game, but on paper, it could have been anybody's game.
Yeah, no, I think I just needed a day after sitting here and doing the Raiders-Giants game by myself.
I don't blame you for that
one. I think I just needed a day.
There's a wide open 3 for Keldon Johnson, but that looks short coming out of his hand.
God. Josh Hart's in the game.
Running a fast break.
One of the worst fast breaks you'll ever see.
Yeah. Don't just take your foot off the gas because we're clearly better than them talent-wise. So just still got to play the game.
Yeah, no, a lot of game left here. It's the NBA.
I mean, that's what Josh Hart ran that fast break like whatever. We had 2 guys in front of him.
They didn't have good spacing. Somebody should have went to the corner. In the NBA, you can't you shouldn't be running the
same
those lanes like that. Not needed. You just need to space it out 2-on-1, get one guy in the corner.
Quickly's in the game.
Quickly and Hart in the game. Brunson, Robinson, and Randall still out there. They staggered R.J. Barrett with the second unit, which has been good so far. Brunson fade away, in and out. Randall offensive board. No Wembanyama in the game right now. He's sitting on the pine. Randall throws a bullet to Quickly in the corner. Quickly fade away. No good. Mitchell Robinson put back. Is that his first offensive board of the game? We're going to have to start a Mitch Rob offensive board counter.
That would be a good little gimmick for the stream.
Yeah, I might have to do it next time. If he gets over 5, we're doing the official Mitch Rob. Will be the official Mitch Rob offensive board counting stream. That ought to get us thousands of subscribers. If that doesn't, I'm beat.
Yeah.
If that doesn't make me Mr. Beast, I don't know. I'm out of ideas.
You're running YouTube in no time.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be putting lights and water in Africa with my own money in no problem. No problem soon. How's everybody doing? What's everybody else's basketball team looking like this year? Give me your spiciest take on your team. Doesn't have to be the Knicks. I know we got some other team representation in the chat. 76ers beating the Celtics right now. I mean, we were saying this earlier. That should have been the ESPN game. I get it. You want to see Wemby and see if he puts up 50 tonight. You would be like, oh wow,
When he came out and bricked that first 3, I think we all knew that it probably wasn't happening tonight for him.
Speaking of bricks, Mitchell Robinson's on the line. Misses his first one badly. Clearly not Mitch's strength. We know that's not his strength. That being said, it needs to be not a complete liability if he's going to play in the playoffs. Because Spoelstra eventually was getting after that. He hits the second.
He's shooting a solid 50%.
Yeah, I mean, like, it doesn't feel ever like he's never going to make one. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen certain guys where it's like they just can't make a free throw.
Spurs jump shooting has been woeful.
Yeah, the Spurs could not have shot the ball worse in this first quarter. I mean, they've had some good looks.
They've had some pretty open looks, but every shot out of their hands just looks short.
Looked like a bunch of young kids that were out playing in New York City last night.
Yeah.
Could be.
You never know.
I mean, you spent a lot of time in San Antonio. I bet you Wembanyama was hanging with Tom Brady yesterday.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Tom Brady's Instagram, he posted a picture of Wembanyama towering over him. Ha ha ha, we haven't seen that joke yet. We get it, guys. We get it. He's tall.
He's tall.
That's why he's good.
Someone needs to take a picture of him with Jose Altuve at some point.
Yeah, that would be great, right? Him next to Aaron Judge, who's next to Jose Altuve. That would be awesome. That would be so funny.
Never seen that one.
That'd be great. Julius Randle oh well, Wemby's back in the game guarding Julius Randle. Brunson, fadeaway in the corner.
Shot clock violation.
Yeah, shot clock was expiring. Knicks had to just get rid of it.
We're gonna try Wemby without Mitch on the floor.
Yep.
So we can get him going a little bit.
Pop basically said we're scared of Mitch Robinson. We'll see what he can do with Hartenstein. Not the first center this year to be scared of Mitchell Robinson.
And won't be the last.
And that will not be the last, hopefully.
Yeah, Vassell.
Yeah, Vassell from the corner.
He's the only jump shooter that looks decent.
Yeah, he looks like a player. Why does it feel like the Knicks are down 25-12? Because this has been just like a sleepwalking quarter. Like the Spurs kind of are playing so poorly, Kel, that it's like the Knicks are not getting out of first gear.
Scrimmage vibes thus far.
It's clearly a foul. Should be on Wembanyama, one of his 8 feet of limbs.
I don't know what did they call it?
I think they called it. I think Randall's just arguing about just the consistent contact he's getting. We know that we know this in the NBA. The refs the score. We know this.
Yep.
And it's the same thing when the Knicks are up. When they're down, I know that the refs will get us somewhat back in the game at some point. It's not exclusive to when the Knicks are winning.
No, their refs, part of their job is to make it entertaining for everybody.
Oh, wow. In Brooklyn, the well has dried up on their offense. They have 13 points in the first quarter against the Clippers.
Well, they got to give Cam Thomas every shot, I think.
That's the thing about Cam Thomas. The numbers are sexy and they're nice.
And to carry your team to a winning record, but
I think he's got to be a Lou Williams type of microwave, J.R. Smith type of player. You cannot base your entire offense around him and expect to be good because he has nights, and he's not even playing badly right now. He has 2 turnovers in the first quarter. I mean, that's not ideal. But he's 3 of 6 for 6 points. But he's taken 6 shots in the first quarter.
I'm going to assume either Kawhi or Paul George has been guarding him too, so
that's
a
true.
Big challenge for him.
That is true. He's getting one of the 2 best defenders.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, it could be Russ.
It could be. But, I mean, just based on how the Nets season has gone, he's clearly their biggest weapon thus far. So.
Yeah, we'll give you a little taste. It's an NBA night.
Swing around the league.
It's an NBA Wednesday. We'll enjoy it. I don't have that same hatred for the Nets anymore.
Yeah.
I really hate KD. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I used to love KD, and he just made so many soft decisions.
Simmons is kind of off-putting to me.
He's not playing tonight.
Yeah, I know. But he could have been a really good player if he just put his mind to it, you know.
Absolutely. I mean, it will never make sense to me not being able to shoot the ball at all.
Yeah, or because I'm scared to shoot the ball.
Yeah, definitely being deathly afraid of it. Yeah. But when you start reading memes,
it gets to you.
Yeah, gym started to sound like a gun range when Ben Simmons started warming up, stuff like that. You might get shook. I would get a little bit shook too. I'd be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't shoot anymore.
I mean, yeah, but if my teammates say it's okay, I was.
Of course, you're an NBA player. You're getting paid millions of dollars. Everyone, the coach.
That's wild.
The coach is telling you to shoot. Everyone's telling you to shoot.
Like if they secretly tell him in the locker room, like, yo, like, don't shoot the ball, I'll be like, all right,
Exactly.
fine. But I'm assuming that's not happening.
Exactly. Let me lower this. Blocking your mug over there with a stupid subscribe button that no one's hitting, by the way. Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Subscribe for these.
Don't hit don't hit that red thing because that won't do anything. Just hit the actual red button underneath. If you've ever hit that before, I apologize.
If you've ever used YouTube before?
I should have just like a click. I should have one of those like catch links on the subscribe.
Yeah. You don't want to become a pop-up channel though.
Oh yeah, no, why not? I will monetize and sell out. No, I'm just kidding. I will sell this out in a second.
We're open for offers over here.
Yeah, I'm tens of dollars in debt over here.
Only through FanDuel Sportsbook.
FanDuel Sportsbook and this camera that I bought that you can tell is clearly I bought it off James Cameron after he made Avatar.
There's Randall missing a free throw again.
Yep, we're back from break. And before you can even mention it, Julius Randle breaks a free throw.
Shooting like 30% from the line too.
That's super alarming because you can't have Mitch.
I don't know what it is.
You cannot have Mitch shooting 50% from the line every year, which is just a lock. We know he's going to do that. And then all of a sudden, Randle is just like a guaranteed miss from the line too.
The whole team, like since that first
Hell
game
yeah,
against
McCurry.
Boston, it's been, what a good steal by Randle though there on Wemby.
Who got the steal? Randle?
Randle, he just came on the double and pickpocketed Wemby.
Oh, God. Wemby's having a rough go of it so far. Wide open DiVincenzo in the corner. 3, cash. Dante. Hell yeah, McCurry. Wonderful Wednesday. I love it. We love an NBA Wednesday. We got through a work Wednesday, which is big. Hump day, as we know. You're one big day away. Obviously, Friday counts, but it doesn't really. We know it doesn't count. It has a different feel. Friday has a different feel. Your work doesn't feel as strenuous. Ooh, in and out. Wemby. Shouldn't have had that popcorn. They're still Sohan. Good look to the corner. Gets it to Trey Jones. Trey Jones gathers. Floater. Good. Looks like he took 7 steps trying to gather for that floater.
He took a full stop there.
Yeah. DiVincenzo, thoughts on him so far as a Knick? What do we think?
A little bit inconsistent, but I was glad to see him kind of find it last game. And now he 1 for 1 so far already, so if he just plays a little more consistently, it'd be a big addition to the bench. Because I think you and I both agree one thing we're missing from our bench is a knockdown 3-point shooter. That's just pretty much catch and shoot threes. So if DiVincenzo can have good percentage there, that would be a big help to the second unit.
Yeah, he's supposed to. I mean, he shot 40% last year. So like you're getting him you're expecting 3-point shooting out of DiVincenzo. The good thing is about him is he does have nights where he contributes in a lot of different ways. He can rebound. He gets out in transition. He gets a lot of deflections too, which has been big for this team. They weren't getting them last year. And on cue, Josh Hart gets a steal in transition, almost turns it over.
Randall and Josh Hart are the same in that aspect.
Yeah, I do. I definitely trust DiVincenzo as a playmaker and as a shooter a little bit more than Josh Hart. I think Josh Hart is a little helter-skelter. He kind of reminds me of like a good football safety after he gets an interception. Every time Josh Hart gets the ball, he feels like he's trying to get a pick six.
Yeah.
Instead of sometimes just
playing like man-on-man defense.
Was Randall injured there, Steve? We don't have the sound on, but it looked like he might have just been coming out.
Didn't notice anything in particular.
He maybe picked up a foul. I don't know. Oh. Josh Hart gives the Wembanyama block. Trey Jones pushed the other way, gets a layup.
To me, any shot Josh Hart hits is bonus. Like, to me, he's just out there to be a disruptor and to hustle.
Absolutely. Absolutely, but if you're out there and you're getting wide open threes, you got to make them.
You're an NBA
Hartenstein takes it right at Wembanyama and floats it over him. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He just wanted a piece of the young man right there. Pause.
Wemby pretty much nothing to write home about the first quarter.
33-16 Bockers after 1. We needed to start to see this offense click. Yeah. I'm hoping it's not just a case of the Spurs being completely terrible, but
about to say, how much are you taking out of this?
Listen, the Spurs beat the Suns twice with these same players. So how it's early in the season for everybody.
Right.
They have 3 wins on the already.
Yeah, to be fair, they did beat the Suns, who are supposed to be a championship contender.
I know Booker and Beal weren't playing, but a win's a win. You have Kevin Durant out there. You have some good players for the Suns, Grayson Allen, etc.
And Nurkic.
Nurkic, who's actually kind of trash now, but that's another thing.
He fits. He works with them.
I mean, he's their 7th option normally.
Yeah, exactly. He's just there to keep the ball moving.
Pretty balanced, very nicely balanced quarter for the Knicks. 6 points for Randall, 5 for Robinson, 4 for Brunson, 6 for Barrett, 5 for Grimes.
Wow. Spread the wealth. Yeah,
exactly.
That just shows the ball's moving.
Exactly. We only got 3 offensive rebounds in that quarter. 1 for Mitch Rob. He does have 3. Julius has been rebounding. You got to give him that.
Felt like we were shooting at a pretty high percentage, so the offensive rebounds weren't necessarily needed.
That is true. What do we shoot? 52% in that quarter.
Pretty high.
Spurs shot ended up shooting 39%. I felt like
it's way higher than it would have felt like.
They got some easy looks towards the end of the quarter that might have saved them, but
felt like 10% for much of it.
Wembanyama, if you're keeping score at home for Victor, 0 for 3 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 2 free throws, 2 boards. He has an assist and a block.
And a -14 is what he's out there.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, their bench is really bad, right? They got Charles Bassey on the bench.
I still think that's the center back in full.
Yeah, I think it is. What's his name? Is this actually Charles Bassey? Yeah, Western Kentucky. Interesting. Where's Dougie McBuckets? He doesn't play?
I guess.
He's got to get in the game.
He's the type of guy that'll damage us.
Yeah, he will do damage against the Knicks right now.
Who was it the other day on the Bucks? Kept doing it? Marshawn.
Oh, yeah, Beauchamp.
Beauchamp, yeah. He was posting up in the corner, hitting threes on our heads.
ESPN would have really loved for Wemby to just come out and have 50.
Yeah, they need people to be cutting to this game, but...
Oh, Randall coming out game. My bad. I read that wrong. As in, will he finally show up this season?
I mean, he kind of turned it on last game. We just need him to do it every game.
The thing about him is, it's like, the Spurs are not playing any type of good defense right now.
Right.
They got a bunch of guys that are going for shot blocks and steals. Randall's crafty enough to get by some of these younger Spurs defenders. When he's playing against the good teams like Miami and etc., he's got to be able to make threes consistently.
Right.
That's really all it comes down to for Julius. His best seasons in the league were last year and 3 years. Yeah, 3 years ago now. And those were his best 3-point shooting years. It's that simple for him. Everything else, as long as I've watched Julius Randle, he's always been good at going to the basket, going left, driving hard. He plays hard. He gets a lot of rebounds. Always gets rebounds. So it's just not a bad passer either. Defensively, when he's in gate. So the thing about him on defense is always tied to his offense. So if he's not making any shots, he clearly gets deflated, and then he just starts to play lazy. If he's locked in on offense, he's locked in on defense. Wembanyama turns it over. Hartenstein is in his head. Quickly gets it to Hart.
That's a kick out to. Oh my goodness.
That should be a foul on the pass, and it is.
One more thing I will say about Randall is that he does, when things are not going well, he does have some of the worst body language of any athlete I've ever seen.
Yeah, he has a little bit of a resting bitch face, I think, too. Yeah. That doesn't help. When he's just down on himself, it makes it seem like he just hates everybody,
including his teammates that are trying to talk to him. And
his ego has got to be. His ego is a little bit higher than maybe what most people think of him as a player. That being said, that's probably what keeps him improving and getting better as an athlete in general. The Spurs are just.
They must have gone out.
I've never seen such bad play from an NBA team as a guard. And then
all of them. It's not just one of them. 2 of them. All of them.
I've seen the Knicks play badly.
Oh, there's your Dougie McBuckets, by the way.
Okay, yeah. Now he's about to cook us. McBuckets is about to cook us. Quickly, doesn't know where to go with it. Gets to the Barrett floater. Money. RJ Barrett is becoming more and more efficient, and that is really key for this team.
Yes, it is. That is the best thing that we can see.
Yes, it is.
Everything going on this season thus far.
Wembanyama trying to take Hartenstein again. Drives.
Nothing. They're all over him.
Yeah, the Knicks are clearly not going to let Victor have a great night. Jeremy Sohan wide open from the corner and buries it. Good pass from Wembanyama out of a double. Got to give him credit.
After he got bodied a bit, but yes.
Yeah. Could have been a foul.
Armbar. Aggressive play on RJ Barrett.
That's not a jump ball, miss. That's not a jump ball.
Look at it, but I just saw two guys tussling on the hardwood, though.
That looked like, I think that, what is it, Hoist Gracie at UFC 1? UFC 1? Sohan gives RJ Barrett an armbar, drops down to a knee. Now he's about to win the tip.
Ken Shamrock.
Oh, he smacked it out of bounds. Sohan was so amped up. I mean, the Spurs team is so poorly constructed outside of just having Victor on their team.
Like you said, this is probably some of the worst I've seen an individual team play in a long time.
How do you play someone at 7'4" at power forward? Isaiah Hartenstein and 1. The Knicks bigs are dominating the Spurs bigs.
I think they took the Wemby challenge personally.
I think so too. I think Hartenstein and Robinson are taking this as an opportunity to get known nationally. They're saying, this is a game for us. Like, normally when the Knicks are playing on ESPN 2, it's like, oh, we're playing the Celtics, or we're playing the Lakers, or we're playing
Miami.
Somebody that. It's the Giants theory. Like, the Giants are playing on prime time all the time because they're getting sacrificed for another team to look good. Happens all the time.
I'm shocked you're not playing with the Cowboys in prime time again.
It's like the Fox prime time game.
Yeah.
Zach Collins just backed nowhere
he just
just threw the ball over his shoulder and went in.
Yeah.
Quickly drives, floater, good. Too easy for the Bakers right now. 10 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Wembanyama posts up, Hartenstein, jumper, long.
That was the best looking jumper he's had, though.
I mean,
even though it didn't even go in.
DiVincenzo, Euro step, gets blocked by Zach Collins. They do have rim protection. Branham.
Fumbling the ball.
McBucket's bucket right away. Nope, you missed it. That's a good sign for us. There's a sign that they're not going to get into this game. If McBuckets is missing wide open threes, they have no shot. Quickly doing a Curly Neal impression. For all you old school Globetrotter fans on the channel, I know there's plenty. DiVincenzo, 3. Almost a wedgie.
Is Arcidiacono suited to play tonight?
He is. He's suited and booted. He's always ready.
He might be looking at some of his minutes.
Wemby, wide open 3-ball, air ball.
Short. Oh my God.
God, he is in his head right now.
Oh my goodness.
He is in his head right now.
Not pretty to watch.
This is the guy they were saying is the best prospect since LeBron James. Are you kidding me?
Even when LeBron couldn't shoot right away, he would never. I don't think he would ever airball a shot.
Quickly and Spike Lee dapping up. It's a Showtime type of night for the Bakers.
Kind of clowning them, to be honest.
We're absolutely clowning them, and Wembanyama was kind of clowning himself.
Yeah, that was bad.
Phantom injury coming for him tomorrow. Absolutely a phantom injury. He'll be day to day for a little bit.
Top the type of guy to play like the last 5 guys on his bench from the whole second half.
I mean, if I'm him, I'm playing McDermott and Osman this entire game.
Yeah.
And I'm saying we're going to shoot 53s. Fine, we'll play Wemby because everybody needs to see Wemby. And I'm playing Trey Jones at the 1, Osman at the 2, McDermott at the 3, maybe Sohan at the 4, and Zach Collins at the 5, or Wembanyama at the 5. Playing Wembanyama at the 4.
I mean, Wemby is playing like he's still in high school right now. So
that's true, but I'm never playing someone that's 7'4" at a position that they're not going. So like, all right, he's going to put on muscle, right? You'd have to assume he's going to put on a little bit of muscle.
Yeah.
And not look like a string bean forever.
Yeah, those legs are.
Yeah.
They can snap at any second.
Exactly. But I still would rather him be playing center and like around the rim in the lob positions, pick and rolls. Like they're putting him in this like face up, get a bucket type of game where it's just dumb. And Popovich is, I'm telling you, he's washed. Washed-a-bitch.
I just think that that's just what the NBA is. Like, all big guys are almost expected now to have a mid-range and a 3.
Not on the Knicks. Let's go through the teams. Nope, not on the Knicks. Who plays the center for the Wizards? Daniel Gafford? He doesn't have a. Mark Williams? He doesn't have a.
Okay, fair.
Miles Turner, okay, he could shoot.
He gets out there.
Celtics, of course, can
gets
shoot.
out there. Joel gets out there.
Like Ivica Zubac,
no.
Nick Claxton.
No, they're more traditional.
Who's this?
Vucevic gets out there for the Bulls.
Who's the Phoenix guy now?
Nurkic. I don't know. Actually.
He bricks a lot of threes. I wouldn't let him shoot it.
No, I mean I wouldn't let most of those guys shoot him. But
no, I'm just saying, like there's plenty of just like still traditional. Like Mitchell Robinson is like the greatest version of that, but like, and net fan Nick Claxton is kind of in that same ballpark of just like, I would never ever ever expect them to have an offensive game outside of what they already do. Yeah. But that's fine because they already do certain things very well to the point where they're usable centers in the NBA.
Yeah, the guy on Purdue, Edey, he doesn't do that, right? He just stays in the paint, gets like 20 rebounds a game. He has
a nice touch and he can make free throws. Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised like if he were to get a sniff in the NBA if he were to start
doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. So
but he really doesn't have to against Purdue Fort Wayne.
Yeah. No, but like I would say like it's an interesting dynamic. Like if Edey's like a number 1 or number 2 pick next year, when he plays against Wembanyama, it's like 2 centers but two totally polar opposites.
Yeah, no. Edey will not even. He's like so much heavier. He's not gonna be. He's lucky if he gets drafted.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like I think maybe he'll be a second round pick because he's just so big.
Okay.
But he moves too slow.
Of him being lottery last year if he came out.
I don't think so. He moves way too slow. Like he moves way too slow. You wouldn't be able to play defense at the NBA. Sohan on the fadeaway, no good. We're back at a break.
I think we tipped that out.
Every call is going to go Spurs way the rest of the way, and I'm fine with that. I mean, let's stack the deck against the Bockers a little bit.
Wemby's back on the bench too.
He needs to soak his head in ice water. He needs a bath.
Some of these shots he's taking.
Take a shower right now, Wembanyama. He was out buying himself some designer stuff in New York City last night.
I think Tom Brady.
Did
they just have a 5-second violation?
Clock issue.
Okay, I was gonna say like they've had every kind of violation you could have so far. Might as well throw a 5-second violation on there too.
Yeah, they do not look good. I'm blaming it all on Popovich. Doesn't look like a well-coached team.
I mean, they don't have the talent either. I mean, yes, he's throwing guys in random positions, but this is not. Besides Wembanyama, like this is not. Most of these guys, you would not want on the Knicks. Let's be real.
Yeah, no, no, not many of these guys would get minutes on the Knicks.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Vassell and Keldon Johnson from what I've seen, but they don't look good so far.
Wow, it's the best passing play they've had all day.
Of course, it was McBuckets on the back door. Guy moves without the ball still.
Good feed by Zach
Coach's son. DiVincenzo running the point.
Is that still coaching Creighton?
Yeah, he is. He's doing a hell of a job. Yeah. Quickly drives left baseline.
Good pass.
Kick out to DiVincenzo, missed it. Hartenstein on the tip in, and it's good.
Hartenstein going off this game.
Yeah, Hartenstein is having a night.
Outplaying Wemby.
Is he the best? I mean, I don't watch every other team, but is he the best backup center in the league?
He's up there, I would say.
I mean, he has to be considered.
Off the top of my head.
Look at that defense.
He's everywhere tonight.
Look at that defense from Isaiah Hartenstein. Gets a steal on the pick and roll. RJ Barrett for 3. Oh, no good. Guess who gets the offensive rebound? Isaiah Hartenstein kicks it to Barrett, who drives. Barrett misses. RJ gets a couple misses on that possession, but hustle from Hartenstein. McBuckets 3.
Yeah, that's cash.
Splash. Cannot let him get hot. Go back and I mean, if you just joined the stream, that's the only guy we said that can hurt the Knicks tonight. Thibodeau is not going to let his water. He's not going to let McBuckets get started.
Love Tibbs with a quick timeout as soon as McDermott has one open 3.
Unbelievable. It's so predictable. The guy, we can pretty much tell you who's going to hurt the Knicks, and it's almost never. Yeah, like sometimes a star will go crazy, but
it's always a role player.
You could find that role player every single time. So like,
I bet we could go through every team and find the role player that hits.
Well, let's look at who the next game is. It's because this game is dead. McBuckets was the guy I would have told you before the game started.
Hornets.
They play the Hornets at noon on Sunday.
Matinee too. It's gonna be ugly.
Could get
two
ugly.
ugly games in a row. To be fair.
Then you gotta go to Boston, to Atlanta. So those are 2 big games after that.
Charlotte, I can't.
Back to back too. You have Charlotte at the Garden noon on Sunday, and then you're at Boston Monday night.
Wow.
On ESPN as well.
Gotta beat
No, on NBA TV, which is might as well be on nothing. I need to get some water. Carry on. Should we get some water for a second?
It's like when SmackDown was on Sci-Fi.
SmackDown on Sci-Fi.
Got shout out to any WWE fans from the Attitude Era. Got to throw in a little wrestling jargon in there once in a while.
Yeah, why not? I'm sure everyone. That's when they were mainly.
That's when wrestling was at its peak.
For sure. All right.
Back and hydrated.
When you're talking too fast, I understand why those news anchors always need water.
And lawyers.
Lawyers too, yeah. How are we doing? McCreary, what are your thoughts on the Lakers so far? You guys need to get some guys back.
You got a Lakers fan in the chat?
Yeah, Stevie Mack. Big Lakers fan.
So they're a playoff, in my opinion, they're a playoff team, but I think they need another piece.
They've been missing some guys. They haven't had Gabe Vincent. They haven't had Jared Vanderbilt. Those are 2 good players. They've been playing Cam Reddish. They've been playing some average guys. Reeves is good.
He's been inconsistent this year.
I don't think he's a third option like they want him to be.
They paid him D'Lo should be.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know what happened to him.
That might be the issue. The Lakers are down right now to the Rockets.
No AD tonight though.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah.
But that's part of the game with AD.
Yeah, that's another thing. That's why you kind of need another piece because you have to assume AD is going to take a game off of the playoffs at some point.
This is true. All right, we're back at the Garden. Brunson, Hart, Quickly, Robinson, and DiVincenzo is your 5 of the Knicks. 7 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Quickly slaloms around in the paint. Fade away in the corner. He missed it. McBuckets kicks it out to the corner. Keldon Johnson guarded by Hart. Floater in the lane. No good. Tipped back out right to McBuckets' shooting hand. Okay. And he missed
Got away with that one.
Now that he finally missed, we might be all right. DiVincenzo, quick pull. Couldn't have missed it worse.
We're playing down to them now. Some of our shots.
I think it's time to get starting 5 back out there. Get DiVincenzo a blow. Open 3 for Malachi Branham.
I think it was.
Yeah. So, 15-point lead. Can't expect to hold a 20-point lead for that long.
Yeah.
In and out, Hezzy from Brunson. Floater, no good. Robinson, offensive rebound. He missed it.
Yeah.
He got pushed in the back. Second offensive board for Mitch Rob. I want 6 a game from him for the season. That's like a Dennis Rodman level.
3 more and the countdown starts. Stay tuned for that.
We can't wait. That's gonna really get us over in Sweeps Week on YouTube.
Well, that came back a bit. Down 1.
Yeah, 47-46. Clippers early goings not looking great. Mitchell Robinson, needless to say, misses the first free throw. Good game after this on ESPN. I'll be enjoying it off stream, of course. But Warriors Nuggets, the 2 best teams in the West so far this year. So couldn't ask for a better nightcap.
Not tonight, but maybe you have to do some random NBA stream and get some random fan base to all subscribe to your channel.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely start to do games of the week. Like I was thinking NFL even maybe when the playoffs start, picking one playoff game a week.
All of a sudden you're going to be like a Cincinnati Bengals channel, get all these Cincinnati fans subscribing.
Just a general ball knower. That's what we're doing here.
Yeah.
In the corner, Wide open three, in and out.
Oh, big rebound.
Charles Bassey
Tank.
fell right to him. Knicks kind of. By the way, I didn't add that free throw. Mitchell Robinson, automatic.
1 for 2 again?
Yeah, automatic 1 for 2. Quickly, floater in the lane, good. Quickly just looks like he might have a fun night tonight against this young Spurs team. He's very crafty, and they're giving him a lot of space in the lane to manipulate. Branham fires another three. One of the worst shots of the night. We've seen quite a few. Quickly tips it back out to Brunson. Quickly relocates in the corner. Three is good. Emmanuel quickly getting hot here. He's definitely that X factor on this team. When he gets hot, you can afford to have off nights for Brunson. You're gonna Barrett doesn't have to have 30, or Randall doesn't have to have 30. You know, you can find that extra scoring. Malachi Branham is aggressive, if nothing else. But nobody can guard Emmanuel quickly right now. They have Devin Vassell guarded quickly. Quickly plays catch with Robinson, drives again. Left hand layup is good. He's dominating.
You're right. He's feeling himself now.
I mean, you said this earlier in the game. Pop is doing this thing where he puts bigger guys on the guards.
Yeah, I'm not sure what their strategy was. But
I think quick McBuckets for three. His water is off.
Yeah, if his shot isn't falling,
he
they
missed
really
it.
have no chance.
You're putting Vassell and Keldon Johnson on Quickly and Brunson, and these guys are too quick. Quickly, Robinson off the glass, slams it home. It looks like that was almost on purpose from Quickly to that point.
You can give him the benefit of the doubt if you want, but I think Quickly was wanting to heat check himself a little bit.
Yeah, no, he definitely intended to shoot that, but little floater in the lane for Trey Jones. Knicks playing really good defensive basketball so far this season. All season, you have to say the defense has been good.
Yeah.
There hasn't been many nights where I'm like, wow, we can't get a stop. The problem has been on the offensive end. Brunson bully ball, just can't make the shot.
Oh, good pass from
DiVincenzo gets the loose ball, gets it back to Brunson. Not a good night at all right now from Jalen Brunson, to be honest with you.
Not needed.
Not needed, but, you know.
I think he'll be there against the better teams.
Yeah, he had a big night against the Bucks.
Yeah, I don't think he's motivated.
McBuckets again for three. This one goes. We cannot let him have, as many looks as he possibly can from three. Like, we know he's capable of making wide open threes, if anything. Knicks will take a timeout.
Second time.
Tibbs is furious of that.
McBuckets hits a three, automatic timeout. I think that's the Tibbs game plan tonight.
Yep, he's saying that's the only guy that's going to hurt us. Don't let him get into a rhythm.
Yeah, pretty much stopping it every time he hits one.
All right, so up 16. Feels like it should be more. I don't know. The Spurs are outscoring us in the second quarter.
That seems a little weird.
McBuckets has hit 2 threes.
We're just coasting after the first quarter.
Yeah, Quickly has 13 points in 14 minutes.
Yeah, I think even Tibbs realizes like he's just giving the bench guys like all the minutes they want. It's only the first half.
Yeah, why wear out your guys?
Yeah. Like
only 7 minutes for Quentin Grimes so far, which is what
Quickly and Hart have played more than Brunson, Randall, Barrett.
Yeah, and DiVincenzo has played 4 more minutes than Grimes. That's something to look out for. I would not be surprised if Tibbs goes with DiVincenzo over Grimes in the starting lineup soon.
Oh, you think he's gonna start him?
Maybe against good teams. Like I think
he would be in the closing lineup for sure.
I mean, maybe Grimes just offers you that. Just in the fact that he's not going to do anything but stand in the corner.
Yeah, DiVincenzo is definitely more of a.
He'll get in the way
on the offensive side of the ball.
Almost a turnover. Instead, Randall gets downhill. Gives it to Brunson, wide open for three, splash. That's one. If I was guessing, that's got to be his favorite spot to shoot from is the right wing, foul line extended. Devin Vassell pull up, nice. Maybe we could poach him from them and just like
Evan Fournier.
Grimes was trash against the Clips. Yeah, I have not been impressed with Grimes so far this season at all. Randall, the old foot trick, kicks the ball. Vassell tries a jelly layup and blew it. Like, they're embarrassing.
think he got a little put off by RJ there.
Brunson wide open in the corner for three. Cash.
Got it.
I'd like to put up 130 on them. Why not?
I mean, they've been giving up a lot of points. I think if you look at their last game, they gave up like 150 to
Indiana,
I believe, yeah.
Indiana plays just a ridiculous pace.
Halliburton is some kind of player.
Jared says Grimes is leading the league in wide open threes missed.
Let's see this one. I'm right on cue.
Not sure if that was wide open, but he definitely missed it. Great pass from McBuckets.
And
Stupid foul.
Yeah.
And one for Trey Jones in transition. Has a chance to cut it to 15. Jenny says, hi, Adel.
Hey, Jenny.
There you go.
Give a subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, well, make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe.
Yeah.
We need that Adel bump.
Yeah. If anyone's here because they know me, just subscribe to the channel.
He gets
like the video.
He gets 5% of all profits out of new subscribers. Yeah. So 5% of 0 is 0. There you go.
But 5% of 0.1 is getting somewhere.
5% is better than 0%. 5% of nothing is better than 0% of nothing. That's always what that's what my mom always used to tell me, you know.
Old folk.
Brunson, heat check for 3.
Oh.
Cash! Jalen getting hot.
Got mad at himself for that foul.
It's making the whole squad watch. Let's go, Jenny. Appreciate that. Spurs come right back and get a layup. 1:24 remaining. Brunson again for 3.
Oh,
air ball.
Air ball. Pulled a Malachi.
Just pick your guy, and they probably shot an air ball in this game.
Did you notice ever since Wemby has shot an air ball, he's not even touched the ball on the offensive side?
Spurs keep coming back a little bit, cutting it to 15. They're one run away. I don't know if they have the stops in them. They don't look like they have the defense.
I don't think they have the run in them either.
Randall for 3, no good.
Well, he has to shoot that one.
Yeah, he's got to make some. Vassell for 3, no good.
That one, okay. But
Mitchell Robinson grabs the board. Loving these uniforms. I got to be honest. I like these uniforms.
They look like our old, the uniforms from the old days.
Some people don't like the New York part, but I'm a fan. Barrett, spin move.
Pretty good. Ooh.
What a floater off the glass. That is a tough finish with Sohan draped all over him.
I was about to give credit to Sohan's defense there. It was very good. But, it was. But Barrett still found the finish.
Greg says Adel the GOAT. Here comes the Adel bump. The Adel raid. Donald says the GOAT. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button.
You all got to hit the subscribe.
I'm not seeing that like.
So I can get 5% of the
5% of nothing.
Video.
Jeremy Sohan just drilled a 3, by the way.
14 is probably the closest they've been in ages since the opening tip.
They're probably not too excited about halftime coming.
It almost felt like they started this game with a handicap. They started the game with a 20-point lead.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like the game started, and it doesn't feel like it started yet.
Come on, RJ.
Barrett trying to draw a foul, doesn't get it, and that'll be the end of the first half.
Somehow 14 is our smallest lead in the whole second quarter.
Yeah. Spurs closed on a little bit of a run. They started to find something on offense. They were just playing faster, just running. It didn't matter if the Knicks made a shot, missed a shot. Spurs were just pushing up the floor and shooting quickly, basically playing transition. But solid half from the Knicks. I mean, nothing crazy. Nobody had to get out of first gear. Emmanuel quickly carried a little bit in the second quarter. Jalen Brunson went on a little bit of a run, hit 3 threes in the last 3 minutes of the quarter.
Yeah, offense definitely moved the ball, played really well for the most part.
Yeah, Hartenstein was great. We should talk about him. 7 points in 9 minutes.
Definitely. The bench brought it tonight, specifically Hartenstein and quickly.
Definitely. Hart, 5 boards off the bench. Appreciate that. Mitchell Robinson, 7 rebounds, 3 offensive, 8 points. 13 for Brunson, 10 for Barrett. Randall, 2 of 7 from the field.
Yeah. Somehow, even when we're playing so well and we're playing down, we're playing a really bad team, somehow the shooting percentage is still very bad.
Yeah. it's very alarming how many bricks he lays.
Yeah.
What's up, Eric? That'll bump.
Everyone's pouring in for halftime. What do we do now?
I know, seriously, guys.
We picked the wrong time.
Usually this is where we take a break so we can use the restroom. And you know what? I think I'm still going to do that. I'm going to make the Adel. If you guys are true fans of the Adel bump,
you'll sit through the break.
You'll sit through the break, or you'll join us in 10 minutes when we're back. All right. So we're going to take a little bit of break. Adel and I are going to use the restroom and not sit here for 4 hours straight and recharge the batteries. Yep. Hold tight. And we're back. Thank you for sticking around. Start of the third quarter, about to get going here. Mike Breen and Hubie Brown, these two silver foxes, these two old Sly Devils, these two basketball Hall of Famers calling the game on ESPN. I'm shocked that Hubie Brown is able to stay up past 9 o'clock still. I'm sorry. Is that rude? I'm shocked.
This must be like his first game this year. I feel like I haven't seen him that often.
No, I'm sure maybe he just lives in the area and is like, oh, I'll do Northeast games, certain nights, limited schedule. I still think he's great. Like, he's forgotten more about basketball than anybody will ever know.
He knows the ball.
Definitely a ball knower. That's why he's been on ESPN for this long and is still around.
And nobody actually complains about him.
Kind of like,
else on ESPN.
He's kind of like a less annoying Dickie V when you think about how long and like how much he means to like ESPN basketball broadcasting for the NBA. All right, there's a little Hubie Brown love for you to start the third quarter. How can you not love Hubie Brown? If you don't love Hubie Brown, you don't love basketball. How about that?
Positive vibes only on the stream.
There we go. 11:52. We're underway. Spurs got the ball to start. Sohan wide open in the corner. Missed it.
We got away with one.
Mitchell Robinson. Yeah, I mean, the Spurs are going to miss some shots. We've seen that already. They're double teaming Brunson. Oh, Wembanyama is dying to get a steal or a block. Good kick out to Barrett in the corner. RJ Barrett for three, in and out.
That was the kinds of shots we needed to hit.
Yep.
Wide open.
Great look. Just didn't fall. Oh, not looking. The Spurs are just the bad news Bears right now.
Back to the first quarter Spurs.
The Curb Your Enthusiasm music should be playing. See, like Grimes treats the ball like a grenade. I need him to just
put it on the ground,
or just look like he's about to attack whoever is guarding him.
At least make the defense think twice.
Brunson for three, in and out. Okay. Robinson battling.
One another battle.
And it'll stay with the Knicks. It won't go down as an offensive board, but it's as good as an offensive board for Mitchell Robinson there. Just battling Zach Collins underneath, and Collins ends up knocking it out of bounds. Just from being bothered. Randall, working on Keldon Johnson. Tries his patented shove the guy out of the way move. Barrett for three, cash. That three ball is starting to look really crispy for RJ. It's on a line.
Yep.
Doesn't look like it's just like back rim one shot, front rim next shot. It's looking like it's on the line. Nice little drive for Keldon Johnson, gets a layup. We're kind of trading baskets with them since the start of the second quarter, but damage might have been done in the first 4 minutes of the game.
We started basically.
We came out with a little bit more intensity and a little like you'd expect, and the Spurs just couldn't match it in the first quarter. Brunson, pull up, cash.
They tried to get Wemby going right from the jump, and he just did not have it.
Yeah, he kind of sold the game right away. Let's go, Big Task. RJ Barrett is banging some threes this year. Looks like they call a foul on Jalen Brunson trying to defend Sohan underneath. I mean, that is one thing with this big Spurs lineup. Jalen Brunson, it's hard to hide him on somebody.
I mean, he doesn't have to work too hard. Sohan hasn't.
I mean, look, they're starting to post him up here.
Yeah.
I think he hit a little bit of a turnaround like that in the first half.
Still good defense, though. Made it difficult.
I mean, Jalen Brunson, one of the best things about him as a really small guard is he's not like Trae Young and built like 120 pounds soaking wet. Grimes for three, cash. Knicks starting to have fun here. Spurs want a timeout. 20-point game. That's how we needed to start this third quarter. That's what we wanted to see out of the Bockers. Let's go. A lot of time left, but we're having fun.
Yeah.
We're watching I forgot what it's like to watch my team play well.
Just flow. The offense is flowing. Every shot we're taking, whether we make it or not, is open.
Exactly.
So I don't really ask for much more than that.
I'm fully attesting that to the Spurs being completely lost and knowing they have no chance of winning right now.
Gave up as soon as the tip off happened.
I think as soon as Wembanyama lost the tip to Mitchell Robinson, how do you lose the tip at 7'4"?
Yeah.
That's got to be the number one thing you're good at.
Airball the shot at 7'4".
I mean, airballing a jumper when you like he literally is being told that he's a basketball god. The kid's 18 years old. He's from France. Just because he's super long and made a couple threes on YouTube. Everyone's making him out to be the best player in the world. Very talented, and obviously he's 7'4", so he's going to get easy baskets all the time.
I mean, nothing's been easy for him today.
I mean,
a shot.
Yeah, he's missing.
Yeah.
He's just missing though. It's like it's not like the Knicks are necessarily like Porzingis takes these shots and probably makes them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So it's not.
But I'm saying like, the thing that makes him so gifted is that when he is missing the jumper, he should go down in the paint and drop a little hook in or something. But he can't even do that.
I mean, the fact that they're playing him at power forward and not center just tells me that he is not going to be anywhere close to ready for that.
He needs to bulk up big time.
Yep. And the Knicks are a nightmare matchup for him.
Oh,
I mean, look at it. Like, Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson, say what you want. Those are two strong and bully-type dudes.
Hartenstein was bullying him.
Hartenstein, even Hart, and R.J. Barrett, not so. Like, just look at Sohan trying to post up Jalen Brunson. It's not coming easy for him either. So, love to see it.
I think we're both enthralled by this Heinz commercial.
Yeah, I don't even know why Heinz advertises. Who are they competing against?
Yeah, I don't know.
Poor money spent.
Someone's got to get their budget looked at Heinz headquarters.
There's got to be someone out there who's just like, this is like has a ton of Hunt's stock, and it's just like, this is the year. This is the year we get some market share.
They should just sell.
Business MHT. Business MHT. No, but seriously. It's a little redundant. It's like Coca-Cola, like advertising still. It's like,
well, at least Pepsi's a major competitor.
It's a competitor, but it's like the word is out on Coca-Cola. We know what you got going on over there. And if we want it, trust me, we'll be able to find it. Just keep stocking the shelves. We'll get it.
If we need ketchup, I think we'll be able to.
I guess sometimes there is a little bit of like that. You see a fresh Coca-Cola, fountain Coca-Cola, you're like, that looks good.
Yeah, once in a while I do mix in a Coca-Cola.
No, for sure.
As much as we try to cut out soda these days.
That's your boy's number one hangover cure is just a nice fountain Coca-Cola.
My girlfriend does that as well sometimes.
Fountain Coca-Cola can save a sickness or two. We're back at a break. Keldon Johnson for three in the corner, no good. Mitchell Robinson rebound.
Some ugly form there.
Mitchell Robinson is boxing out Wembanyama like he's not even getting these easy like little dunk putbacks.
Wembanyama's a complete non-factor. Out of the 10 players on the court right now, I think he's the 10th.
Randall thinks he's sweet. He's
Randall
taking him.
Might be the 10th best.
Randall draws a foul on Wembanyama. Pretty much took him to school.
Yeah, that's a veteran schooling a 19-year-old there.
And every time Julius Randle lowers his shoulder into Wembanyama's going to feel that in the morning.
Pop's heart skips a beat.
Wembanyama's going to feel that tomorrow.
Yeah.
He has no muscle mass. He looks like a string bean out there. Julius Randle has been doing, trained NBA workouts probably for like 10 years at this point.
Since he met Calipari.
Yeah, exactly. The minute he was like a top 50 recruit. He hits the first free throw. Now we're on Julius Randle. Just watch him make free throws.
Okay.
Let's see it. Let's see him hit two.
Oh,
there we go. Bang, couple. 22-point lead. I want to just embarrass this team. I want to embarrass the Spurs. I don't care. I've been embarrassed before. They'll be fine. Wembanyama.
Yeah, they're expected to.
Step back three for Vicky. Misses another one. Icky Vicky right now.
I think ESPN.
0 for 6, 0 for 4 from 3.
Every miss he has, ESPN is surely regretting airing this game.
Yep, they should be. I mean, we already knew for a fact, as Knicks fans who love watching our team play and love watching the national buzz happen, especially when we have a win. Nice step back from Randall or fadeaway, but they should have had Sixers Celtics.
Oh yeah.
On this,
there's never a time when Sixers Celtics isn't the national game.
Yeah, I mean that's a playoff series like the last
every year.
Every single year we see that playoff series. Yeah, but I want to embarrass them. I told you Fournier was in play today.
It's trending that way.
Well, the best Frenchman in this game might be Evan Fournier by the end of it. We'll see.
Well, it might be him right now, and he hasn't even touched the floor yet.
That's true.
Wemby's had a negative effect on him.
That's true. Fournier is a 0 plus minus, and Wembanyama's a negative 2,000. Randall is getting his stat padding now.
It's not even like Wemby's like hit it. Like contributing on the offensive end at least. He's just doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, and also the fact that he's taken 6 shots and 4 of them have been threes tells me that he's really soft.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If your shot isn't falling, you're 7'4". You gotta go.
I
know Robinson's a beast too, but like,
he's a taller Porzingis with a little bit better handle. I hope he stays healthy. I really hope Wembanyama stays healthy. And listen, this is one game I'm watching. But I do kind of judge every center based on the Mitchell Robinson test. Like, if you can make Mitchell Robinson confused on defense, then I consider you one of the elite centers in the league, or big men in the league. Jokic, Embiid dominate Mitchell Robinson since he came in the league.
They always get him in foul trouble. That's the key.
And they know that. And they know that's the best way to get him off their tail is to just do that.
Get him 2 quick fouls, and they don't have to even worry about it.
Yep. But Mitch is just battling on the boards with Wembanyama there. He's giving up about 3 to 4 inches. Gotta love the game plan defensively from Tibbs, though. Kicked out to Barrett for the 3 in the corner, and he hits another one. R.J. Barrett is on a heater this year from 3.
Way up.
Yep.
Oh, there's Wemby.
Wemby getting trapped. Good trap from the Knicks. Kicks it out to Branham. Zach Collins is kind of a dud, too, of a player.
I don't know why they're starting him.
He's a backup big at best.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Spurs will be picking in the top 3 again this year.
He was on Portland every year, and he would have 2 good games, then automatically get injured.
Sohan is just attacking Jalen Brunson.
Hacking.
So we're up 27 points right now. Am I reading that correctly?
And it was 14 at half. So that was a quick 13-point increase.
Yeah, I mean, Julius Randle's kind of taken over a little bit. There's been some Barrett corner threes.
Just some really bad Spurs play.
I mean, R.J. Barrett is 4 of 7 from 3 tonight. 4 threes. Some good looks.
Kind of about how it's been going when he's played.
They've switched to a zone.
Another one.
Randle, Barrett, another 3. This one off. Just as I said, he's shooting a good percentage.
Yeah.
He has to just jack one up. Another break. I mean, this game is as good as over. I wouldn't be mad if they switch and we had to do some Boston Philly coverage.
Maybe that might turn us to a net stream soon.
Oh yeah, who knows? That might be the better game.
Oh, clearly.
Oh, it's definitely more competitive.
Yeah, definitely a better basketball game from a neutral standpoint. Like, look at.
It's a very weak foul.
Look at the Zach Collins basketball we're seeing right now.
I know. It looks just like
ugly.
Bad YMCA basketball on like a Saturday where it's like 5 guys who just met each other just lining up, and this big doofus dude is like, all right, my turn to post up, and then he just tries to back you down, and he
fumbles the ball,
and also isn't getting any closer to the basket every time he leans in. He somehow is getting further out and further out. No, not a big fan of his game. Never really have been.
Yeah,
people get fooled by defense when they see like 2 block shots. Oh wow, he's a great defender. Is he selling out to get these blocks? Number one.
He just stuck his seventh when he stuck his hand up.
Yeah, or somebody just throw the ball.
Hit one.
Yeah.
I think when the bench comes in, they're gonna stay in the rest of the game.
Just don't turn it over. Keep getting open shots. You'll be fine in this game. That's a ridiculous effort from R.J. Barrett, but Mitchell Robinson offensive rebound.
Gotta be close.
Another. They cannot box out.
Yeah.
They cannot box this man out. I mean, Big Tash says we're taking the Spurs to school. Absolutely. They look like they need summer school. They look like they need to go back a grade. They look like they need a lot of things right now, Spurs. And I gotta be honest, I watched that a lot of that Spurs Suns game where the crazy ending where KD turns it over and the Spurs won. I have no idea how this team won twice against them.
3 games in general, I don't know.
And that's alarming to me as a Suns fan, even without Booker and.
You have Kevin Durant. He's still.
Knicks are taking some really bad shots, on the last couple of
possessions. This is practice for us now. We're just seeing what we can get away with.
Quickly's going to try to get in and get some numbers today.
Cedi Osman was the best drive of the game from the Spurs perspective.
Yeah, definitely. Just drove hard with the left hand.
And beat Mitchell Robinson to the spot there.
Barrett just puts his head down,
aggressiveness.
drives with the left, digs his shoulder into you, and draws a foul. RJ Barrett is becoming
mature,
and probably our most steady player right now, which is hard to say.
Which is what we need, though.
Absolutely what we need and what we want from our youngest of our big three, per se. Although some people would call it the mid three, whatever you want to call it. Everybody's three. He's our third guy coming into the year, and it looks like he might be creeping towards that second.
I would say so, based on it's a small sample size, sure, but
I mean, he's averaging. Brunson and him are both averaging 22 point something. So it's in the discussion right now. Good pocket pass from Keldon Johnson to Charles Bassey.
Spurs starting to play some NBA basketball now. 22 points too late.
Yeah, it's just too little too late. Spurs suck.
Yeah, man.
I wish I had more there. I just couldn't come up with it.
You have the same amount of effort that the Spurs have tonight.
Yeah, exactly. If the Spurs are... I'm not going to give the Spurs an awesome song when they have 61 points.
Halfway through the third.
I'm not going to rip off JoJo either. She might need the money. She might sue me. If I sing it too well, especially, and the remix is too good, imagine she blew up off that. Like, oh, she does a Wembanyama song that she stole from that kid. Becomes a whole controversy. 10 years later, it's a Netflix doc.
Hey.
It's a scare. I'm like me
all
versus JoJo. The
publicity,
court versus
right?
JoJo.
All publicity is good publicity.
That's true. We'll take what we can get at this point. 44% from three so far coming into the night for RJ.
Look at that.
I mean, we have to expect that to drop, but we'll enjoy it while it's lasting.
Yeah, but if he can hang around 40, that's perfect.
I mean, you got to say this is one of his best streaks since coming into the NBA of 7 games of really good 3-point shooting. I mean, that's a lucky play for the Spurs. Mitchell Robinson is just all over. He's been doing that a lot. He did that against the Clippers a lot too. When they give up the pick and roll, he's playing semi-drop coverage, but he's just reading the eyes of the passer and getting in the way.
He's so big that if he just sticks his hands up and he has a chance.
A lot of bigs allow that skip pass, though, and he's really not been allowing that skip pass to the corner.
You want some Defensive Player of the Year votes this year?
I think he should be making an all-defense team.
I do too.
At the very least. I mean, if Gobert's a lock every year.
And
Josh Hart from the corner for 3, and he makes it. That's kind of a timely bucket. Sounds stupid, but I just don't want them to have any life at all.
Momentum.
Yeah.
But back to Mitch Robinson, he'll also make an all-offensive rebounding team as well.
I mean, there should be an all rebounding team. Why not? There's all defense. One of the weakest flops in the league from Chetty Osman. Knicks just overpassing now. Grimes wide open 3. Randall's just standing there waiting to get the offensive board. No, you get stuff. Too many moves there from Julius.
Charles Bassey got some good energy.
Grimes does miss a lot of open threes for somebody whose only job is to hit open threes.
If he's shooting a worse percentage than RJ, then that's a problem.
I mean, he was really good from 3 last year. Have to assume he'll do better. Brunson for 3. Cash. The fans are having fun, it sounds like, at the Garden. Let's get some momentum and go on a nice run.
If anyone's there, part of their reason for going was to see Wemby, though, they are not having a great time.
A lot of French people.
Oh, that's a trip.
Oh, was he all right? Yep, they definitely tripped him. Should be a flagrant. Yeah. Tibbs might need to get some bench guys in there.
Maybe just trying to get to the end of the court and then the whole bench. I mean, the bench will play the entire fourth quarter.
The patented Selly. We've been waiting for it.
Did he ever explain what that was?
No, I think
inspiration for that.
I think he literally said, "Don't worry about it" or something like that.
Well, that's a fair answer too.
I respect the hell out of it.
You don't need to know his business.
I saw somebody else doing it recently, or it was in a college game.
Ripping up our boy now.
Is this a flagrant? Gets a clear steal. Nah, he's fine. Spurs are in the bonus though. That's why the Knicks are shooting. Brunson to the line, hits the first. Chance to go up 30 right now. 30-point lead for the Knickerbockers at home.
How often do we blow teams out?
Never.
We've played good. Even though we have a talented team this year and the past, last year as well, we don't really blow teams out like this.
I can't remember too many just like game over in the first quarter games.
Yeah.
In a good way, like where it's just like
Yeah.
we're on the better side of it. Hartenstein in the game now, guarding Wembanyama. Wembanyama is going to shoot it.
All right, you got his jump shot.
He got a mid-ranger. Yay! I'm happy for you, Victor. Yeah. We're so happy for you, Victor.
Off the schneid.
I don't dislike Victor Wembanyama, by the way.
I actually like his poise for a 19-year-old.
Yeah, I mean,
if you
say he had poise, you would have had more poise.
Not in this game. I'm saying in general.
Yeah, no.
I mean, if you shoved microphones in my face as a 19-year-old kid, I wouldn't know what to do.
I mean, the one thing about him that I think makes him comfortable talking to people is that when you're that tall, it doesn't matter where you are. A little kid will be like, "How tall are you?" Like, and just talk to you.
Everyone is a little kid.
Like you're just. Well, you know what I mean. Just like someone younger, someone older will just be fascinated by how tall you are.
I will say it's funny that ESPN has to do 2 slow motions of that one mid-range jumper he hit.
Yeah, they're trying to get as much footage.
Yeah, like that's the only. Like if they could try to make any highlight package.
I guess that's his first field goal at the Garden.
It was.
There's a second. No, just an absolute horrendous effort.
He's getting harassed.
The Knicks are bodying him quickly. One of my least favorite things about Emmanuel Quickly. One of my least favorite things about Emmanuel Quickly, and he's a great player. He's one of the best bench players Knicks have had in a long time. I don't like how he sometimes will opt for a step back when he has the first shot.
Right. He wants to shoot off.
It seems like he has more confidence in his step back than his just wide open set 3 catch and shoot.
Yeah, he does.
Which to me is just insane.
He's one of those guys that's better the more difficult it is for him.
Like J.R. Smith used to do that, I guess, but it does drive me a little crazy. J.R. Smith would still pull a wide open, like he would just shoot it whenever he could. I want to see Quickly just sometimes trust your shot. You're getting a catch and shoot from the corner or something like that. Shoot it. Like too many times, step back, quick step. I'm gonna try a quick step back, and then the guy is closing you out, or someone else is closing you out.
They'll wait for the defense to come.
Yeah.
So just so he can do the step back.
Yeah.
Instead of taking the open one.
The Knicks did not get the script, Big Task. They're ruining ESPN.
No, yeah, ESPN is never putting the Knicks on again for ruining their.
They're never putting Wemby on again. They're gonna
let times to be on, but he's had a shocker.
Let's see when the Spurs are supposed to be on ESPN again.
He's had a shocker.
Yeah, if I'm Pop, I'm resting. I'm resting tonight.
Like 3-4 games later.
So they play. Yeah, they have a lot of ESPN games.
Yeah, like they're all in on this guy.
They play again on TNT November 14th. Chet versus Wemby. Okay, that's fair. People just want to see lanky bodies out there on the court. They just want to see limbs.
Maybe there's still something to the Garden magic that, like the Garden is puts extra pressure on you, you know?
Maybe.
He's not been amazing, but he's never had a game this bad yet.
That's true.
For the Garden.
Or maybe Mitchell Robinson is on a warpath.
Yeah.
He's on a warpath.
And Hartenstein took that personally.
Yeah, Hartenstein. They're trying to stagger Wemby to get him away from Mitch, or just see different bodies out there.
Yeah.
It's not working. He's 1 for 9, 0 of 4 from 3. He's got 4 points on 2 free throws and 1 little mid-ranger.
Yeah.
That we'll give up to anybody all day.
By far his worst game.
Trey Jones leads the Spurs in scoring. He has 12 points. All just layups in transition. Nothing crazy. Jalen Brunson's up to 20, and he's not had to work. Well, he has taken 15 shots. I didn't realize that Brunson's taken that many shots tonight.
This is like a NBA game versus G League team.
It really is. It's not good. We're gonna see possibly some Evan Fournier, Jericho Sims, Miles McBride action.
Yes, very soon.
Might see Mamashkavili on for you Spurs fans out there that want to see him. I know he went to Seton Hall. I can't say his name.
So that's someone they just drafted as well.
He's like a big man. He's a lefty. He's like a bootleg Hartenstein, I would say.
Okay.
I'd play him.
A little more Euro in him.
And a little bit more strength. I would actually think about starting him instead of Zach Collins.
Yeah. Sounds like he's a more skilled Zach Collins based on the brief description.
Yeah, I'm not a Zach Collins fan. This is not a Zach Collins fan channel.
What's his line tonight?
He's got 8 points, 3 of 5. Looks okay. He's got 2 blocks. 2 assists, 4 rebounds.
Yeah.
4 rebounds as a starting center, pretty trash. I guess you have a 7-4 guy on your team rebounding. They're just getting their doors blown off.
Yeah, I mean, from the jump, like
They're not really getting. They're out rebounding the Knicks, but it's because they're bricking a lot.
Spotted us an 11-0 lead, and it was over.
Randall to the line coming out of break, and he
Jeez,
misses
man.
the first. He's been missing a lot of them the same way off the back iron.
Yeah, he's another 1 for 2 every time.
That's the best player in the league, Nikola Jokic. It's not even close.
All around. Biggest offensive threat in the league.
Yeah, I would really love to see him versus an Embiid in a playoff series. Who's that, Grimes?
No, McDermott.
Oh, McDermott. Damn.
Boy.
McDermott's going to get his McBuckets tonight. No doubt about it.
Fourth quarter, he's going to start filling it.
Former Knick as well. People forget.
Yeah.
Easy to forget, though. Rough era.
Yeah. Gross era.
Quickly probing against Trey Jones. Good defense from Jones. They finally realized that they can't put a big man on quickly. Randall shoots a 3 right in Wemby's face and misses it. And then a very stupid foul from Hartenstein. Does that put them in the bonus? No. Minute 34 remaining third quarter. 24-point lead. I mean, it sounds crazy, but like anything between 15 in the NBA is.
Well, we've had, to be fair, like the first 2 quarters we struggled closing them out. So
that is true.
This is the time when they usually make their run in the game thus far.
Double Wembanyama. Close out on McBuckets a little late. He tracks it up. No good. DiVincenzo comes away with it.
One thing I have noticed about Wemby is when he goes for the rebounds, he's not really grabbing them. He's just like swatting them.
Ooh. Yeah, that's true. He's kind of just trying to like snatch at it.
He's trying to keep them alive, but he could easily grab it.
Barrett for 3. Cash. RJ Barrett's 3 ball is the story. Mitchell Robinson's offensive rebounding and strength and RJ Barrett's shooting are the 2 things that have noticeably improved early in the season.
The 2 biggest positives we have.
Yep. Those are 2 things you look at and say that wasn't the same as it was last year. That looks different. Wembanyama turns it over, doing too much, strips it to Quickly, Hartenstein, dunk, and a big yell.
Wemby just got taken to school today.
Yeah, he just looks like a lost little puppy dog out there. They give him the ball again.
Almost got stripped again.
Got stripped again, but Hartenstein reaches in. He's getting angry.
He knows he got put in the locker today.
Yeah, he really did get bodied tonight. 1 for 9. He's going to the line here, it looks like. Yeah, they're in the bonus. Hartenstein reaches in. 11 turnovers for the Spurs. Only 2 turnovers for the Knicks.
Wow. That's impressive.
That is really just like, I don't know how to describe that, but that's awful. I think that's just awful defense from San Antonio. I mean.
Yeah, but we still, a lot of turnovers were unforced, so we had to make the right pass.
No, and then, Wembanyama throwing his hand in the direction of Quickly. I don't like that. We don't like that in New York, Victor. We do not like that. You do not want to make an enemy out of us night 1. You've already made an enemy out of yourself night 1.
You already made all these people regret paying $1,000.
Any Frenchman that showed up in New York that paid his hard-earned money just to watch you play is disappointed. And they're hoping that Fournier gets in the game. They're hoping that Evan Fournier, a real Frenchman, a real French hero. I'm sorry. You're a Frenchman. I don't want to question your heritage.
A little side
Whoa, Quickly. Quickly. Oh, that would have been one of his nicest buckets of his career, honestly. He was in his and one mixtape bag. Wemby should have been a turnover, honestly. Got away with it. End of the quarter. The score is 99-72 in favor of the Knicks. Smooth sailing in the Knick game of the week. Should I go ahead and just, while we have the Knick crowd here, should I just go ahead and pick what game I'm going to do next week? Let's see.
A little preview for all the people out there.
Yeah, I want to plan ahead. We got to start getting ahead of ourselves on the channel here. I don't want you people to just be like, I have no idea when you're going to stream again. Got to give you people notice. I mean, Monday night at Boston. It has to be, right?
Just looking at it.
We've already done the Boston game, though.
Boston or Atlanta on the surface of it. The other 2 aren't.
Maybe we just stay on the Wednesday trail because I am going to be doing Sunday night as well. Yeah. So we'll do Atlanta next week. We'll do Atlanta on Wednesday
A little
night.
rivalry, Trae Young.
Trae Young. Do I expect to be as good as the Celtics? So no, I don't. So maybe that it makes more sense to do the Atlanta game because it's more important to beat Atlanta on your schedule to look better than the Hawks.
We still owe them from the playoffs a couple years ago. So.
I would love to get the Hawks again in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Love it. Eat it up because we had Elfrid Payton and Alec Burks.
And game one, we threw Frank out there. All he has to do was guard Trae Young in that last possession.
Exactly. So we had no one that could even attack Trae Young on the other end, so he was able to just have his way.
Yep. Well, we went to Atlanta. We got our doors blown off. We just didn't show up at all.
Yeah, I mean, this is you beat San Antonio tonight, which is what it's looking like. I'm sorry for me for assuming.
Winnable games coming up.
You have Charlotte on Sunday afternoon at the Garden. That's kind of a must-win.
Charlotte's getting blown out by Washington.
But then a 6-game road trip, or is that a 6-gamer? Yeah. No, 5-game road trip. Boston, Atlanta, Washington, Charlotte, Minnesota. You should be able. You want to go 3-2 at least on that, right?
I would say you definitely should be Washington, Charlotte every time. Obviously, I would say you should be able to beat Atlanta. You already did once,
and maybe Minnesota.
And we're arguably more talented than them.
The Minnesota, yeah.
No, Atlanta. Minnesota has been playing well, as we alluded to off camera earlier, but currently blowing out the Pelicans with a little ESPN game break.
I didn't watch that. Did you happen to catch? I should go back and watch the highlights of that Canada-USA game.
In the World Cup?
Yeah.
I only saw the last 2-minute highlights.
Because there's been beef with Anthony Edwards and RJ Barrett in the past, so I was just like, wonder how that game went for both of them. I'm assuming it went better for RJ. Canada ended up winning, right? So.
Yeah, I know. Well,
those games are dumb.
Statistic off the top of my head. But.
The thing that bothers me about those games is that the coach is for USA, they're so worried about getting everybody minutes. Mm-hmm. It's just
there's no.
It doesn't feel like a real you're trying that hard because if you really want to, you're playing your best lineup. It doesn't matter.
You're playing a real rotation.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how good your bench is.
Right.
You have a starting 5 that's a best 5, right? So you would be playing that more if the games mattered to the nth degree. So
in the Olympics, you're only going to be you'd only be playing Curry, LeBron.
That's the only example where it's all right, you're going to get every superstar in the NBA, but that's not really the case. Is Embiid he USA now?
Embiid committed to USA, for the Olympics. So
that's a big cat.
Yeah, it's a wrap for the rest of the world on paper.
Yeah, on paper.
RJ Barrett.
Speaking of the rest of the world, a Canadian throws it to an American. Is he technically German?
I don't know for sure.
101-72. RJ.
I do know he
misses the layup.
He outplayed Wembanyama to the 10th degree today.
Yeah, Wembanyama right now just looks like the guy who just wants the whistle to happen as quickly as possible. That's what he looks like to me. Nice little layup from Malachi Branham, the best rookie on the Spurs tonight, no doubt about it.
Is he a rookie right now? I feel like he was in the league.
He was in the league last year.
I've heard the name is familiar.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking of him from 2 years ago.
I was not familiar with his game, but
maybe because I didn't watch a second of Spurs basketball last year.
Yeah, while they were in the tank.
Yeah, good defense from DiVincenzo on Hartenstein there. Looked like he was the best defender in the area.
Best defender for the Spurs tonight.
Sohan likes to post up and take
and do.
Zach Collins kicks it to Wembanyama. Nice little leaner. They call a foul on that.
That's a phantom foul.
Which is interesting. But an N1 for Victor in garbage time.
He looked like he wanted to do a poster there, but he knew he had to adjust in midair, so good for him.
I mean, that is one of the weakest fouls you're ever going to see in your life.
At any level of basketball.
He literally, I guess they say he jumped underneath him.
Just because he's so much taller than him.
Yeah, because the way he's shooting is just trying to lean it in. He's
dropping it in.
Yeah, he's just trying to drop it in. All right, 101-77. Wembanyama completes the N1. His best play of the game, I guess, if you want to call it that. DiVincenzo drives, miss. Wembanyama now running the break. He'll slow it down.
Padding his stats.
Statting his pats.
We're dyslexic here on the channel today.
Yeah, we're struggling. We've never seen a Knicks game go so smoothly, and why should we? Because Tom Thibodeau will take a timeout.
Yeah, Spurs, a little mini Spurs run.
22-point game. 10:29 remaining in the fourth quarter. Shout out to everybody who popped in tonight. Big task at hand. Number one MHT fan by far. I'm gonna find out one day. Big task is just my mom. This is my mom's alias.
You don't know that person?
Nah, I'm just kidding. No idea.
Shout out to Big Task.
Yeah, whoever they may be. Let's look around the league though. What happened with the? Let's see what the.
Pop it on the net.
Grab that for me. Thank you. See what the Nets are looking like. It might be over already.
I think it's closer to being over than this game.
Yeah, it looked like it was ahead of us because we were on that ESPN schedule. Nets are up 10, so
wow.
The Clippers
are
going to hit the panic button soon.
Yeah,
Westbrook can't be taking 15 shots. James Harden has 8 shots and Westbrook is taking 15.
Westbrook doesn't care. He's just doing whatever he wants.
Lonnie Walker has 21 off the bench for the Nets.
Lonnie Walker,
the fourth.
He was balling in the playoffs last year for the Lakers.
Trendon Watford in the game. I like him.
Oh my God, PJ Tucker almost got viral for the rest of his life
by Watford.
Yeah, but they called a charge on him.
Let's take a look at it. I liked him. The Nets picked him up late in free agency. Nice. I mean, he's got 9 points, 3 steals, 2 assists, 4 boards in 16 minutes. That's very productive.
Yeah, all around.
Off the bench. Looks like he's bringing the ball up for them, playing that Ben Simmons role. That big point forward role.
Embarrassing for the Clippers. They go 0-2.
I mean, the Clippers are in big trouble. That's going to be like what the national media is talking about tomorrow, is the fact that Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden can't beat a team in New York. They can't. Can't even beat that team in Brooklyn.
The Knicks are one thing, but to lose to the Nets.
I mean, yeah, this year's Nets team not expected to do much. They have been frisky. They can score, but the Clippers.
But you said even Cam Thomas has limping before.
I mean, he's only played 20 minutes.
So he's doing it without him?
Yeah, I mean, it's been Lonnie Walker. He leads them in scoring. He has 21 points. Day'Ron Sharpe has 11 off the bench. Watford has 9. Finney Smith with 12. Just nice team performance. Mikal Bridges has 5 points.
That's the thing about the Nets. They have like a bunch of very solid all-around guys with no superstar right now. A lot of above average NBA players.
Adios, Jenny. Have a good night. Yeah, no, they have a bunch of like B+ to C+ players. They're all NBA guys, rotation guys.
Yeah. There's just no superstar to carry them.
Yeah, nobody that you can just say this guy's going to give us a great game every single night, pretty much.
They don't have anyone that's going to drop 30 when they need it.
But you know what? The truth of the matter is the Clippers really don't either right now. They have a bunch of guys that are kind of just feeling each other out, afraid to step on toes. They don't know
which one it's going to be. That's the problem.
Yep.
They have them. They just don't know which one wants to do it.
Exactly. All right, Knicks kind of need a bucket here. Just slow it down, stop the bleeding. A lot of game left. Barrett gets it into Hartenstein. What a finish from Isaiah Hartenstein.
Got fouled too.
A lot of contact, but he gets it up and over off the glass. They get into Zach Collins being guarded by Josh Hart. What defense from Josh Hart? He's just not having that.
Yeah.
I mean, Zach Collins
post up.
And they're trying to go big on the Knicks, it looks like, because like Hart's playing the 4 essentially right now. That's a tough make for Hartenstein.
Yeah. 6 for 8 from the field tonight.
Yeah, he's having
very efficient.
He's having a great season so far.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of games he's stood out for the Knicks as one of their better players. Good inbound pass. They get it into Sohan, who finishes.
He fits perfectly on this unit. He's all hustle energy guys.
Yeah, he was a really
Vincenzo and Hart.
Yeah, he was a great signing. I wish that he could just step out and hit a 3 a little bit more, just to give that option, because we really don't have an option of a big man who can hit a 3.
Well, it's supposed to be Randall's job, but we know.
That's a step back for Hartenstein.
Now he's feeling himself.
Shot clock was expiring, to be fair.
Oh, okay.
Keldon Johnson from the corner. He's dying to put it up. Can't. Good defense. Branham wide open top of the key. Cash.
All right, we need to stop looking around a little bit now.
It's a 19-point game all of a sudden. It was, 30?
Yeah. And this, RJ just falling asleep there a little bit.
They get it across the timeline just barely. Quickly, wide open for three. Cash.
There you go. Needed to stop the bleeding.
The Spurs just fall asleep at the wheel there. That's so frustrating. If I'm coaching the Spurs, I'm frustrated.
The biggest sign of like,
there's a nice spin from Wembanyama. Yeah. There's the highlight play they've been waiting for on ESPN to put on social all night.
I mean, now from just this fourth quarter, they can make a video package and make it look like he's been amazing.
Just an egregious trip on Emmanuel quickly. I'm happy they called it. 20-point game. Wembanyama, very nice spin move. He sees Josh Hart coming to close out, and he just goes by.
Body, yeah. It's a lot of body to try to reach around and steal it.
They're trying to make it seem like he's getting going in the second half here. I mean,
no, they were down 30.
Down 30, garbage time pretty much the whole half. Mitchell Robinson come back in to turn off his water.
He just got baited by Josh Hart.
Yeah, it should have been a foul. They're dying not to call a foul on him. Reach. Should have been a reach. Refs are swallowing the whistle. Brunson still finishes. 22-point game.
Zach Collins being a nuisance under the basket.
Yeah, I mean, they're punishing the Knicks for going small right now because they have Wembanyama and Zach Collins out there.
I mean, Mitch is out there.
Yeah, but the four is Josh Hart.
Getting out there and trying to stop Wemby.
Probably got to get Julius back out there to close this one out, just to be a body. But Hart and DiVincenzo still out there with Quickly, Brunson, and Robinson. Sohan now wants to post up Hart.
Good luck with that, buddy.
Yeah, he kicks it out.
Zach Collins?
Zach Collins for three, and it's good. That
looks like their best jump shot all night. Zach Collins.
His first attempt from three is good. And
that may be the play they should have been drawing up from the beginning.
Back to 19. I shouldn't be getting this nervous at a 19-point lead. Hart wide open for three. Very short.
Didn't do that one. What's it going
Probably should have just drove there. Wide open.
I don't really want Hart shooting that much.
Sohan drives all the way to the basket.
Around a little bit now.
Knicks will call a timeout. Never over in the NBA. It's 17-point game.
The Spurs have done one of these already to the Suns, so can't stop.
17-point game. Still not going to go crazy. A little run here, and we're back up 25. But you know,
don't even need to let them sneak around.
It's always kind of annoying when the other team is clearly working their ass off to get back in the game the whole time because they have so much time to come back. It's almost like the law of averages. Eventually, it's just like you're going to get hot and get back in the game if you're in the same realm of talent.
That was the hallmark of some of those Knicks teams we had to go through. They would always get down 20, come back, make it a one-possession game, and then never get over the hump.
Yep. Maybe that could be what the Spurs kind of fall into this year a little bit. They came back against the Suns. We get it. It's early in the year. It's one game. That's not a way to win easily in the NBA. You're not going to just. You should be winning a lot of 7, 8-point games in the NBA if you're a good team.
Yeah. You have to have a good record in close games.
Absolutely, yep. Mikal Bridges trying to create against James Harden. Kicks it out. No good.
You flipped on the Nets for a bit.
You couldn't tell. We're not watching the Knicks for a second. I needed to change the energy by changing the channel for a second. Knicks were going a little bit.
Paul George is terrible.
Clippers are not good on offense right now. That's just such a bad play from Bridges by the Nets. He's running. Why are you running and not wasting clock a little bit or running a little bit of clock there and getting into your offense? He's trying to go fast for no reason. This is terrible too. Westbrook.
Classic bank
shot.
I've always been a Russell Westbrook fan though. I know his shooting's awful, but he just plays his ass off.
I always liked him early on. It's starting to get long in the tooth for me. I always believed that
I'm certainly regressing.
Yeah, when you should be smart enough to see your talents are slipping a little bit, and some of the things you used to do at your peak aren't happening. So you have to adjust, and he's just not doing that, and that bothers me. When you're just not a good shooter and you continue to just jack up shots.
Yeah.
It's just
there's no reason you're always open.
Yeah, exactly. You have to start to be a little bit more cerebral than just I'm the GOAT. In his head, he's a dog. I get it, but.
I mean, if he was on a tanking team, then sure. But if he's on a team with championship aspirations, he needs to just pass the ball around a little bit more.
So Julius Randle is having another awful shooting night. Low key, he's 4 for 15.
I actually thought he was going to back up his last game and show a little bit of consistency, but no.
I mean,
even against a poor Spurs team.
Yeah, I think Wemby obviously is just an intimidator inside, but also Zach Collins is not small. Like he can block shots. He has 3 blocks tonight.
I'm not going to let Randle off that. He's Hartenstein 6 for 8 from the field. If Robinson is.
I mean, Hartenstein and Randle is like a 6'9". I think Robinson and Hartenstein are a good 2 to 3 inches.
Right. But I'm saying like if Wemby hasn't really had that much of an effect inside the paint. I know he's obviously huge, but.
No, I agree. I mean, he's been getting pulled out quite a bit. He only has 1 block.
There's some makeable ones that
Spurs are going full court press. They're on a 17-7 run.
Trying any last ditch.
I like this lineup for the Knicks though. When they're seeing ball pressure, they have Quickly out there, they have DiVincenzo out there, they have Jalen Brunson obviously out there.
Guys that can take care of the basketball.
Yeah, guys who when they're pressured are ball handlers. Brunson drives all the way, doesn't make it, and the Spurs go the other way. They'll get a layup.
Oh,
he missed
my
it.
Goodness.
That could be a big play in this game. Almost a turnover from Randle. Knicks going a little helter-skelter here for no reason at all.
That's
just a terrible shot for Quickly. I guess they wanted a foul.
We got bailed out by the Spurs' ineptitude on that layup.
I'm getting a little nervous though here. This is not the way we want to look. That goes in. Keldon Johnson for 3.
We fell asleep a little too much. I know we're up 30, so it's hard to stay engaged, but
the run was always coming. It was a matter of when it was going to come. How much time would be left?
But the thing is, we gotta be able to turn it
Quickly
back
for 3, no good.
Now we're just none of these open threes are falling.
They have a jump ball, Mitchell Robinson.
I think maybe just 1 more minute, then get RJ back out there. As usual, he's been our best player.
Yeah, I definitely think he has to change his lineup. I mean, DiVincenzo has not given us much tonight. He's 1 for 6.
There's RJ right on cue.
He's out. So
DiVincenzo's out.
Starting 5 minus Grimes. We have not seen Quentin Grimes much in this game. That ball was a foot out of bounds. No lie, it was a foot out of bounds. The refs missed it. First thing floater. Yeah, I think it was like Zach Collins though. It wasn't somebody small.
I thought it was Sohan.
Oh, maybe it could have been.
Good pass by Julius there.
I mean, the Spurs are fouling the hell out of the Knicks right now, and the refs are not calling it. And the ball was, I swear to God, that jump ball was out of bounds.
Yeah, I need to go look at it. But
I will bet my entire...
The refs sense like it's getting a little more interesting, so they need the ESPN ratings.
So kind of some big Mitchell Robinson free throws. 2 points here would just be a nice little chunk of change that we could put in the bank and wait on, because the Spurs are coming. They're jacking up threes. They're running around. Yep. Robinson rattles in and out, misses it.
Line drive.
Yep. It's his Achilles heel by far. He's 2 for 5 from the line. Hopefully he can go 3 for 6.
Which is about what he does.
Yeah, he's got 7. He's got 11 rebounds, 4 offensive tonight. Starting 5 for the Knicks is putting up good numbers. The second unit has negative plus minuses. Robinson misses a pair.
Yeah, Quickly was great in the first half. Hasn't done. He did okay at the beginning of the third quarter, but then hasn't done much here in the fourth. And the Spurs kind of can sense it. You can tell they're playing with a little more energy.
Keldon Johnson drives to the basket, gets a foul on Mitchell Robinson. Knicks are not closing out the same way. They're letting everybody go by.
That's the thing about these types of games. Like, it's easy to turn it off, and it's hard to ramp it back up when you think it's over already.
Yeah, absolutely. It felt like a scrimmage for most of the game, and now all of a sudden Spurs starting to see some shots go in, starting to get their confidence up. They've hit 9 threes. The Knicks have hit 16 threes to kind of save them in this game.
Shooting was on point for 3 quarters, but now all of a sudden, fourth quarter, we can't buy one.
Yeah, I mean, Barrett and Brunson combining for 9 threes so far, and you're still only up. I mean, you're up 14.
Yeah, it's not like the end of the world. When you're up 30, it feels like
He misses a pair.
Two big misses there.
Keldon Johnson bricks 2 free throws. We need a bucket now. This is where you really go to Jalen Brunson. Like, he's got to sense it. This is where kind of you expect him to take over. Barrett now gets a drive, good kick to quickly. Randall for 3.
Good offense. Oh, there's a big.
That was very good ball movement from the Bakers.
Yeah, that was some good offense there. But good for Julius for making the wide open look.
Yep, great for Julius. He's still taking those. You've got to take those. That's what I mean about people being like, just go to the basket. It's not that easy. That is a shot this offense needs to be taken to be good.
Yep.
Otherwise, you start kicking out, and you start looking for what? You start looking for 1 or 2 guys on kickouts because Mitchell Robinson's not shooting the ball. We know that. You need at least 4 shooters on the floor in the NBA.
In this NBA for sure.
Yep, and Randall. At this point, he's been 3.5. He doesn't really count as a full shooter, but he's willing. He's able. He has 14 rebounds and 5 assists tonight. 17, 14, and 5. He's doing other things.
He's putting his effort out there, for sure.
Yes, he is.
They can't fault him for the effort, but the shooting has just been the problem. But you think things tend to average out over the course of time? So we're due for a Randall hot streak soon.
Yeah, and you know what? Honestly, Knicks fans, we've seen how he performs. You know, we've seen him have great, amazing starts to the season and regular seasons. Why don't we just, see how the season progresses and maybe he eases his way into it? Also, had ankle surgery in the offseason. People don't talk about that.
Yeah.
I mean, right, coming off an ankle surgery, he probably didn't play as much as he normally does in the offseason. Yeah, and working as hard, was probably worried about, re-injuring or taking it easy on the ankle.
Yeah.
You do need to rest an ankle coming off surgery. Good steal here for R.J. Barrett.
They put Wemby back in the game and immediately they fall apart.
What a pass. Barrett to Randall. R.J. Barrett looks so comfortable right now. He just looks like the most comfortable guy on the team, and he looks like he's actually having fun playing the game. You like to see it. Nice drive from Jeremy Sohan.
About Mitch there.
I mean, he's having a good game offensively, I feel like, Sohan, isn't he? What is he got? 16
12.
points, 7 of 12.
How many assists does he have? Because he is the starting point.
16, 6, and 5.
Okay. So, all around.
Kind of like a Ben Simmons line, a good Ben Simmons line. Brunson, step back, mid-range, not a good shot. I mean, it's one he usually makes, but he misses it this time. Sohan wants to post up quickly.
Shifting though. What do we got here?
They said quickly grab Sohan. They call a foul.
Not sure about that one.
I think he did. I don't know how he lost the ball here if quickly didn't grab it or slap his arm. He slaps his arm.
Can't really tell. She only called it after he said something though, but it's okay.
Yeah, I mean I would have given it to him right away. Wembanyama was dying to get rid of it to McBuckets. McBuckets for 3, no good. Wembanyama's trying to tip it to himself. He does, and he lays it in.
It worked that time. What?
They call a foul?
No foul there. And also, it worked that time, but the tip thing he's doing is not he doesn't need to do that.
That's not going to fly.
Yeah.
It's pretty soft foul again called against him. It looks like because he's so thin, anything that you're not allowed to touch him, essentially. Chance to cut it to 14 with 4:49 remaining. Couple buckets can close it out for the Knicks here, but they can make it hairy.
Yeah, I need one here. Just like last time when we needed one, we drew up a great play. Well, we executed a great play with Randall in the corner.
Yeah, I need one of those.
Similar ball movement here.
Barrett looking to drive.
He has an advantage for sure. But
Wembanyama comes over to help,
yeah.
alters the shot, pushes it up the floor. McDermott pushes.
Got so lucky there.
Charge. He pretty much gave
Brunson just
a Kinshasa
yeah.
to the face. He knees him right in the head.
Little clothesline from hell.
No, look at this. His knee basically gets up at Brunson's head. I saw it in real time.
Yeah.
Look at that. Kinshasa, exactly.
Triple H flying.
Yeah, exactly. WWE move. Good sell from Brunson as well. You need to sell a charge. People don't talk about that. It's not flapping because it's part of the game.
Well, he got kneed in the head.
I mean, yes, but he saw it coming. If he wanted to, he can get out of the way.
Yeah, but he's going to take the charge.
Of course, he's going to take the charge, but you also have to sell it. Because if I come over and knee you in the head, are you really gonna just fall on your back perfectly? Big offensive rebound for Mitchell Robinson. Gets it to Brunson. Brunson will eat some more clock.
Reset.
Under 4 remaining in the fourth quarter. 5 on the shot clock. Brunson.
Taking over Wemby.
Big 3 over Wembanyama.
Right
We want to see
Wemby.
the celly. Hit him with the celly, kid. What a tip from Robinson.
Oh, I just didn't save it. But
They try to get...
save the dunk, though. Save the dunk.
Absolutely. I don't want this to be a Wembanyama, all of a sudden, he had a great game. ESPN spin zone tomorrow morning. He's getting dominated, and he turned it on a little too late.
The run was without him on the floor.
Shoots it right away. No good. He shot them out of the game right there, too. It's a horrible shot. Horrible select. I'm sorry. Are we officially an anti-Wembanyama channel?
I'm not anti.
It's called Mikey Hot Takes for a reason, and it would be one of the hottest takes ever to just say he won't be good because everyone's obsessed with him. Julius Randle, nice little step back. This one's on ice officially.
Julius Randle, sneaky, pretty good fourth quarter.
Wembanyama blows a layup because he's playing like a freak out there with the alien.
Randle's feeling it a little bit.
Randle through the legs, quickly gets Wembanyama going out of the way. Randle rebounds.
Yeah. Dunk it. All right,
puts it in. Julius stat padding a little bit, but we'll take it.
Randle's had a good fourth quarter, to be fair to him.
I agree.
With some big plays there. That corner 3 was probably the biggest shot.
I agree. That corner 3 stopped the bleeding at a big time.
Couple buckets here to ice it. After Wemby sold again.
Yeah, they were having a little success with the Zach Collins Wemby thing for a second. Zach Collins, I guess, shut me up. This was an anti-Zach Collins.
We're now anti-Wemby until the next Spurs game.
Yeah, I'm going to have to watch more Wemby this year just to make sure that I'm not just overreacting to one game. But yes, I get it. He's so big. Like, you're that big, you should fall ass backwards into 10 to 12 points.
That's what I was about to say. You should get at least 10 to 12 points just on dunks alone.
Yep.
Dunks and layups.
And I get it. He's hit. To me, there's too much fluff in his game right now for someone who's 7'4".
Yeah. Agreed. Start
out with the basics. Start out averaging your 16 and 18 on good percentages, on efficiency. He's 7'4", shooting 46% from the field. That's not good enough for me.
He should be playing inside, outside.
Exactly. Remind people that 7'4" means it's really easy for me to get easy baskets.
That I want.
Yeah.
I kind of get it today with Mitch because Mitch is a great defender and he's almost as tall as him.
Agreed.
But he should have, when the first 2 threes didn't go in, he should have changed up his game, in my opinion.
Well, they're about to jack up a 3 here. Did they already take their bench?
They keep the bench, yeah.
They brought in my guy from Seton Hall, Mamish Kabili, right here.
54.
He's not afraid to jack up a 3.
Feed him. I don't know who that is.
Bank shot.
I want to see this guy guard Mitch in the post.
Well, it was a hell of a stream, Adel. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, we're not wrapping up yet. We have 2 minutes left, but this game is on ice.
Always a pleasure. Knicks on a Wednesday night. What's better?
Yeah, who knows? We'll see what Adel's schedule's like. Maybe I can book him again. His booking fee is high, though. His booking fee is high.
Increasing every time. See how many viewers I got into the chat today?
Of course, yeah. The Adel raid was huge. Did they count that 3 from Quickly?
I think so.
Oh yeah, wow. I've never seen something not hit the net, not be an air ball.
Like it was that pure.
It was that pure.
Steph Curry-esque. Jericho Sims getting warm on the sideline.
Wow, Quickly's gonna pull it again. No good.
He's had a pretty crappy fourth quarter shooting wise.
Yeah.
3 good quarters.
He looks like he's just trying to get his points per game numbers up.
Right, and he's just lowered his efficiency.
Yeah, why not? He's got 19 on the night for Quickly. I gotta be honest. I'm not listening with the sound on right now, but the Spurs in the game are probably a combined age of 20 years old right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know who any of them were if you didn't point out the season.
It's like a college all-star game.
Yeah.
3 years ago. Knicks still have their starters in because why not?
We love Tom Thibodeau's the head coach.
RJ Barrett downhill. Did they give him an N1 there?
Yeah, they did.
Wow.
Time to pad your stats.
Hell of a night from Mr. Barrett. 8 for 17. It feels like he's had a better shooting night than that. Maybe because he's 5 of 9 from 3. So he has been less efficient from 2 tonight.
But that's still 5 for 9 for 3 is still a great percentage. So
no, of course from 3 he's shooting great. That just goes to show like there could be some big nights ahead for him if this 3-ball thing is for real. He knocks down the free throw. He might slowly becoming one of our best free throw shooters also. Is it the RJ All-Star season? Are we going to have to be talking about that in
I don't
a
know if
couple
I'm
months?
there yet.
I'm not there yet.
Playing very well.
I'm not there yet, but usually one player from a playoff caliber team makes it.
As a reserve. Maybe an injury.
If the Knicks are in that 4 to 5 range come the All-Star break, it will be hard to not. Maybe they'll give it to Brunson just for the makeup call of last year. And I feel like the wing position is so loaded that
they both have to be averaging like 20.
If they do a USA versus World, they could do that. They could have.
Is that what the rumor is?
No, I don't know. I think they're going back to.
I've heard they're going back. Yeah, I know they're removing like the target score thing, which was okay for a while lasted, but.
So the line for Wembanyama is closed.
14 only because he got a few in the fourth quarter.
4 of 14 in his MSG debut. 14 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, 3 turnovers. Very pedestrian numbers. The Knicks have the B team in.
You can't tell me that like Fournier is like Thibodeau doesn't even.
No, I don't think Fournier
existence anymore with this line. Like
I think it's out of respect, like kind of how Derrick Rose didn't play at a certain point last year. No, because like think about it, the guy's a veteran. This is complete garbage time. He's played in real games before. A lot of these guys are trying to get noticed overseas in the G League or just trying to get minutes in the NBA in general, just to say they told their kids that they played in the NBA. Like that's the level we're talking about. Like Daquan Jeffries, Archie Diacono. Might as well be Jalen Brunson's agent at this point.
I can't believe they re-signed it just because we got DiVincenzo. They got all the rest of the Villanova guys that we already have.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's like an agent thing or Tibbs must like him too.
Villanova thing.
It's also a Tibbs thing because he did play for Tibbs in Chicago quite a bit when he was drafted.
Yeah, he did start. Like he did get some run with the Bulls.
He wasn't. I mean, he's bad. Terrible. He's bad now, like unplayable, obviously. Yeah. But like. I remember watching with the Bulls being like, hey, he's not terrible.
Yeah, he's serviceable for a little bit.
I've seen worse players. All right, so that is how we wrap it up. 126-105. The Knicks did let the Spurs creep back into it a little bit second half. Fourth quarter, there was a little bit of a scare, but the minute it got even close to a debate, the Knicks turned it on. Brunson and company. Brunson, 8 of 19, 5 of 8 from 3, 25 points to lead all scorers. RJ Barrett also had 24, and Randall had 23. So the big three did their thing quickly with 19 off the bench. Hartenstein, 13 off the bench. He was very productive, especially in the second quarter.
Grimes really didn't play much. Maybe something to watch out for.
Absolutely, Adel. That's a good point. Only 19 minutes for Quentin Grimes. Maybe it just wasn't a game for him. I don't know. I mean, it feels like there was a lot of open threes out there.
It was a game for anybody that wanted to get out there, to be honest.
That's true. And the Knicks hit 19 threes tonight, shot 45% from 3. I'm not even going to have to look this up. That's easily the best three-point shooting they've had this year. I'm not going to get too excited, though. Again, it is the lowly Spurs. We had the same record as them coming into today. So a win's a win in the NBA. You take what you can get.
You got to beat the teams you're supposed to beat, always.
Exactly. The Knicks will follow up on Sunday at noon at the Garden against the Hornets. Adel, thank you for joining me.
Of course. Always a pleasure.
Appreciate it. Go Knicks. I will be back.
Keep it up.
Absolutely on Sunday. It'll be a torture chamber. I might actually physically duct tape my eyeballs open to watch the Giants play the Cowboys on Sunday. But it is what it is. We'll be here. It's therapy for me, for you. We'll talk about how bad the Giants are on Sunday. But for now, great Knicks W. Shout out to Adel. Shout out to everybody who joined the stream today. Go Knicks.